Clock shows about 9:20 to go before tonight's kickoff, as the Panthers and the Monarchs will do battle. Again, the Panthers come in with a record of 6-0. The TMP Monarchs come in with a record of 2-4. Some of the other big games going on around the area of some interest. A lot of big games going on this week, as in some of the District 8-man 2 divisions. District 5 looks like it's Sylvan Lucas 6-0, 2-0 in the district against Northern Valley. Northern Valley 4-2 on the year, but 2-0 in district. So they're both undefeated in their districts. Just looking over some of the other ones, in District 6, you got Dighton 6-0, 2-0 against Otis Bison, who's 5-1 and also 2-0. So there's another big game as far as the district goes. And, of course, in the 8-man Division 1, in District 4, the big one, Victoria 5-1, 2-0 in the district against Osborne, who's also 5-1 and 2-0 in the district. So that's going to be...
That would be the game of the night to go watch, I think, because they're both putting up numbers.
Very good teams and stuff. You also have Solomon at 4-2, 1-1 in the district, at Bennington 5-1 and 1-1 in the district. So that's going to be kind of a game that decides who maybe still is in the running.
You know, Bennington's a nice deal in the fact that when they dropped the 8-man at the right time because they weren't completely shot. We played them that one year, and they should have been 8-man.
Yes, you're exactly right. In District 8, it looks like there's some good games going on, but St. Francis is at 3-1 in the district. They're open tonight, so they kind of control there. Trigo is at Hoxie. Quinter is at Rollins County, Rollins County beat St. Francis last week, upset the Indians. So they are 2-1 in district. They're playing, to keep going. And Hill City and Decatur Community also playing in there. Now, looked at this. Me and Stuart talked a little bit about this earlier. There's some big games going on in the area. 3A District 13. You have 5-1 Marysville at 5-1 Beloit. That could be a very good, a very tough game going on. Riley County also 5-1 is at Minneapolis 2-4. So in that district, there are 3 teams coming in with a record of 5-1. That's a pretty tough district.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I talked to some Beloit people, and they think that'll change because they're not as positive about their team as I was. To believe it or not, they said, well, if we come out of our district, it'll surprise us. I was asking if we could meet them down the road, and he said no, because we won't go that far. which always surprises me when it sounds like, nah, we're not probably going to make it. I thought, come on.
Especially with their tradition. They have had some great football teams.
Right.
Year in and year out, they are in the playoffs. So
and with the different coach, that kind of springboard them again.
And in our district, of course, District 14, you have TMP at 2-4. It is here at Phillipsburg 6-0. The boy we're trying to get scores on, and we know Mark will do his best back there. Kelsey will try to remind him back there. If we can get scores on Norton at 5-1, going to Russell, and Russell is 4-2. Russell has improved.
That number surprises me.
They're at home. That could be a good game.
Yeah, I'd like to see Russell win that one.
Russell has been, and I don't mean to be mean, but they have been down in football for many years and stuff. They have just really struggled. A lot of times, a couple of years, they just had so many injuries that you asked the coach who the starting lineup was before the game. He says, I don't know, we'll see when they get off the bus. They had so many injuries and stuff, so it's nice to see them 4-2. We're going to have the national anthem, so let's go ahead and send it back to the station as you're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Hey, did you ever think you could get a compact tractor for $99 a month? You can! Get a new John Deere 1023E with quick attach features and our 6-year powertrain warranty, starting at just $99 a month. Call today. Offer ends February 28, 2017, subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. For commercial use only, 20% down payment required. Taxes, freight, setup, and delivery charges could increase monthly payment. Warranty limitations may apply. Consumer offers available. Price and model availability vary by dealer. View our complete inventory at landmarkimp.com or visit your Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Don't let your irrigation equipment coverage leave you high and dry. With replacement cost coverage available for all types of equipment, you can depend on Farm Bureau Ag-Wide Certified Agent Shane Kinter in Phillipsburg to help you protect your irrigation systems, regardless of age. Now, that's smarter insurance for agriculture. Call Shane Kinter in Phillipsburg and schedule your personalized on-site super check today to help ensure you have coverage you need when you need it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company. The offices of Mapes and Miller CPAs, with offices in Phillipsburg and in Stockton, supporting youth in all their endeavors. This is 1490 KKAN Phillipsburg. Don't let your irrigation equipment coverage leave you high and dry. With replacement cost coverage available for all types of equipment, you can depend on Farm Bureau Ag-Wise Certified Agent Shane Kinter in Phillipsburg to help you protect your irrigation systems, regardless of age. Now, that's smarter insurance for agriculture. Call Shane Kinter in Phillipsburg and schedule your personalized on-site super check today to help ensure you have coverage you need when you need it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Welcome back, everyone, back here at Panther Stadium as the crowd is filling in pretty nicely, as we were pretty sure it would. Tonight we had the tailgate party sponsored by First National Bank, and there was a good crowd over there. I got over there, got a hamburger over there, and then, of course, had to visit the concession stand and get another hamburger. But
and the nice thing was, it was on our practice field, which makes it real close and real handy.
Yeah, it was really nice. They had a nice setup and stuff, and did a really good job. And we want to thank First National Bank for doing that, as I know the fans here appreciate that very much. Now, the captains are out on the field. Stewart's got his eagle eye on there because I always miss this, so I give Stewart at least one job every week to figure out which one.
And I know it's the Panthers against the Monarchs. That's as far as I can get right now. Out there is Josh Linker, Trey Sides, John Gower, and Kirk Coombs.
So he's watching for the flip of the coin there to see how it goes. Again, not a lot of wind out here, maybe out of the east, maybe southeast, northeast, maybe the northeast a little bit, maybe 5 to 10 miles an hour.
I believe TMP won it and deferred. Panthers chose to receive.
Okay. So the Panthers will get the ball first, and that may surprise me. I guess that surprises me a little bit.
No, TMP wants the ball with the wind kind of to their back. It's really coming east to west, but I think they want that wind to their back because they're afraid if they don't come out and put some numbers up right off the bat, they'll be playing catch-up for the rest of the night.
Well, there's been a lot of teams play catch-up to the Panthers so far this year. Let's hope it continues, as, again, this is really where the season starts, the first district game. The Panthers taking on TMP. Norton and Russell is the other matchup in our district. We'll try to get some scores for you on that one because I know everybody is very interested in how the Blue Jays and the Broncos come out to see, maybe tell a little bit about those two teams because they're really, there's a lot of questions about those two teams in the Panthers' mind.
Right. Russell, we got to get in our mind that they're 4-2.
That's right.
I mean, we were so used to going, well, we got to get back. Let's go play Russell, and then let's go play, a tough team. So we need to go in there. The kids have been real good about this all year. They've been level-headed because we've had some teams we knew we were going to blow out. And you talk to the kids and say, well, what do you think? Well, we got to be careful. They're going to do this, this, this. So the coaches have been real good about keeping them level-headed and focus on one game at a time.
And that's the way you want to do it. The big game next week with Norton is coming up, but Norton's kind of got one of those question marks for them. How good are they? Are they good? You don't know. Smith there just tore them to pieces, but...
Well, but in the paper earlier this week, Salina Journal, they said they're the most underrated 3A team out there.
And Norton always gets some loving, so we'll have to see, I guess, what it is. I mean, they have a 5-1 record, so they're beating teams and stuff. But back to our game here as the Monarchs have come to town. They've traveled 60 miles from Hays to take on the Panthers. They have the ball teed up. The clock is set. The crowd is settled into their seats. And we're just about ready to go, waiting for the signal from the official. Everything looks like it's set in place. And we're underway as the Monarchs kick off, and they try an onside kick. It's caught right away by the up guy, and he loses it. But I think the Panthers got it.
Oh, Monarchs got it.
Did they lose? They ripped it out of the Panthers' hand.
Monarchs do an onside kick. The Panther come down with it, and it got it tore out.
So the Panthers turn the ball over on the kickoff as the Monarchs have it 1st and 10 at the Panther 42-yard line. So Again, one of those things we talked about.
Big surprise. It was a beautiful onside kick. One hop, and then it was in the air.
So let's see how the Panther defense reacts to the trickery by the Monarchs here. Just underway, 11:54 to go. Monarchs are in the shotgun. They kind of have a wishbone spread formation. Take the ball, and they pitch it back. He's got a man going down the sideline. He's got double, triple covered, and it's going to be intercepted. But now we have a penalty flag. We're going to have to wait and see.
He didn't intercept it. It looked like he did.
Well, they may be calling.
And I was shocked he threw it because we had 5 guys back there covering 2. It's got to be a pass interference, I would think.
Well, I would think, but is it? Let's see what they do. They call holding on the Panthers. So that's going to move the ball 10 yards, and the Monarchs have got a great start to this ball game. Now the ball is down the Panthers' 32-yard line.
And that's the thing. They didn't need to hold on that. They had them triple covered.
So the Monarchs send 2 wide out to each side. Quarterback is all by himself. Now, waiting for the snap. Gets the ball, wants to throw it in the flat, and it's intercepted this time. And the Panthers are going down the sideline. He's got one block, and he's tackled on the interception. Who got it?
I couldn't see who come in, but they read it all the way.
I'm trying to pick them up. I think it was Jack Takabear. It was, I believe, number 81. Dropped off his tight end, and that's who got the ball. So Pak drops back off and picks off the interception, and the Panthers deny the Monarchs on their first series. They had the ball first and 10 at the Monarchs' 46-yard line. And
Jay, that first play they even tried trickery. They handed the ball off and then threw it back to the quarterback.
They 22 seconds into the ball game, and the Panthers had their first turnover. So now we say the Panthers come out. They're in the flex mode. 1 wide out to each side now. Gross goes in motion. They hand the ball right up to Gross. He bashes in the hole. He's down to about the 40. So there's about 5 to 6 yards on first down.
And the Panthers did just what we thought, off tackle and hammer the football.
That's got to be demoralizing for the Monarchs. I mean, you come into this here and you don't know what to expect, and you get the turnover right away, and here they go. So let's call it second and a long 4 for the Panthers. Just underway, they are in the wishbone. Side sets them down. They hand the ball off to Kurt Coombs. Kurt Coombs lowers his head, runs down, still on his feet, and he gets ahead for a couple yards as the Monarchs do a pretty good job this time with the defense. Let's call it, give him a gain of a couple. Going to bring up a third, and let's call it a very short 3 for the Panthers.
What was that play, Jay? I had to turn away for a minute, and I missed it.
It was Kurt Coombs for a 2-yard dive. So, 10:40 to go here in quarter number 1. We're still scoreless. Panthers stay in the wishbone. Side sets his team down. Now the Monarchs show blitz. They hand the ball off to the second back. That's Kurt Coombs again. No, that's Gross, I believe. No, Kurt. They kind of runs a lot of life anymore, and he's up over to about the 35, and he's got a first down for the Panthers.
Teams are starting to learn. They used to try to just see who was tougher and hit Kirk. Now they're chopping him at the ankles because they know they aren't tougher than him.
So the Panther drive continues here as they've got the ball down to the TMP 35-yard line. They send 1 wide out to the far side, split the bounds, and now they hand the ball off to Gross. Gross bounces outside looking for a little running room, and there's not a whole lot there as a play slow developing, and I think he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, big number 74, a 6'4", 240. He was in the backfield. He actually ran into Gross but didn't realize he had the football.
I think the Panthers are setting up. They've been keeping it inside the tackles here. You're going to see something bust to the outside, maybe a sweep of some sort or a pitch to see how well their defensive ends take it. Now the Panthers come out of the huddle. Everybody in tight. They stay in the wishbone formation. 9:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, they hand the ball right up the gut. And that's Gower, I believe, crashing through as they hand the ball off to Gower, and he gets it down to about the 30. So there's a gain of about 5. He's going to bring up a third, and let's call it 5 for the Panthers.
Panthers aren't mixing it up too much. It's just going to be, can we push you harder than you can push us? Last week we were impressed because they threw a couple, run a couple, threw a couple. You just didn't know what they were going to do next.
So they break it up. Partial wishbone as Sides has been down. He takes it back. Now he rolls out, wants to throw it. He's got a man wide open. Tree, top Thompson catches it, and the Panthers go in for a touchdown. A 30-yard pass from Trey Sides to Trey Thompson with 8:59 to go in quarter number 1.
Jay, they set that one up just perfect. They double faked the handoff up the middle, and then the quarterback put it on his hip and rolled out to our side, and Thompson was wide open going down the middle. He did a little short block and then just took off.
And that was one of those passes where Trey Sides put it right on the money. We almost thought it was going to be too far, but Thompson got on his horse and got out there, and it made a nice snag of it and just waltzed into the end zone. Now, Honeycutt will try the extra point here for the Panthers. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is
no good.
So the kick is no good. So the Panthers lead it by the score of 6-0. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Warning, hack detected. Data missing or corrupted. System is down. System failure is imminent.
You may think hacking only happens to large businesses, but the truth is that 80% of attacks happen to small and medium business. Can your business afford to pay thousands of dollars in fines and destroy the relationship you've built with your customers? If you aren't 100% sure you're protected, you likely aren't. NextTech wants to help. Call NextTech today for your free cybersecurity assessment.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium, and the Panthers take their opening possession, march it down the field, and get the 30-yard pass from Trey Sides to Trey Thompson, and they lead it by the score of 6-0 over the Monarchs with 8:59 to go left in the first
The
period.
Panthers have got to be aware that we saw an onside kick that they were successful at. So now anybody after us will go try an onside kick.
Well, what would be, I think, funny is that the Panthers onside kick it right here. But hopefully they don't. Because
Put it in the end zone.
that's right. You want to back them up and make them drive. Honeycutt approaches the ball, gets his leg into it, and it goes in and out of the end zone for a touchback.
One of our poor guys, number 5, J.C. Kellerman, he got laid out on that one. But I give him credit. He was 10 yards ahead of everybody else down there.
So Panther defense comes back out onto the field. As Coach Covington's talking to Kellerman, you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed, but I'm okay.
Put me back in, Coach.
So the Monarchs break the huddle again. Same formation you'll see most of the night. 2 to each side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Now he's under some pressure. They hand the ball off, and nothing going there. The Panthers pile it up. There may even been a little loss on the play.
Linebackers on that blitzed and ran right into where he was going.
You know, let's talk a little bit more about Pockenberry's interception, because we talked about how the defensive ends were going to drop, and you're going to see like 8 guys back defending the pass, and that was just ironic how Jack got that first pass and just picked it off.
And hasn't been on pass defense yet.
Now the quarterback under some pressure. They throw a screen out. Guy's got a lot of room over there on the far side. He's way ahead for a first down as the Panthers forgot about the running back, and he's up to about the 435, 36-yard line. First and 10 for the Monarchs.
And we weren't double covering guys out there. It was one-on-one. There just wasn't anybody over there.
Yeah, Covington talked about having a guy assigned to the running back because they blast him out of when he gets under pressure. Panthers just forgot about it. First and 10 for the Monarchs at their own 35. Now, man goes in motion, quarterback fakes, and hands the ball off, and he gets ahead for a very short gain. He may get up to 36, gain of 1, and it'll be second and let's call it 9 for the Monarchs.
They bring that other running back in motion. They fake it to him, and then the other one going the other way, they handed it off to. So you know they'll hand it off once in a while.
So the Panthers now force a second and let's call it a long 8, short 9. TMP, again, same formation. That man comes in motion to the near side. Now they have 3 to the one side. And quarterback goes back, throws the ball, and throws it very accurate. He hits his man. He's ahead for about a gain of about 7 or 8.
Gower and Josh Linker on the tackle.
So it's going to bring up a third, and let's call it 2, as the Monarch quarterback very, very accurate with his passes.
And not afraid. He's thrown it deep twice, and now he's coming back to the short stuff.
So now TMP sends 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. He rolls the pocket out. He's under some pressure. They throw the ball out, and he throws it incomplete. As boy, oh boy, I believe that Jack Pockenberry was in there immediately and got some pressure on the quarterback.
Both defensive ends. You got Kurt Coombs and Pockenberry. And you're right, he threw the ball away. Oh, there's a flag.
Well, it's intentional grounding. He was inside the hash mark and threw it into the ground. So the Panthers, I would say, now they're going to take it. bring up 4th and 2, but now they're going to make them have a 3rd and about 15.
Was it a spot foul, too, because they were 3rd and 2, and look where they're at now.
Oh, it is a spot. Well, that's not a good decision.
3rd and 30?
Yeah, 10, 20, yeah, 3rd and about 30, you're right.
Big difference right there. Again, the Panthers just need to keep the guy in front of the first down. Nothing crazy.
Quarterback is in the shotgun. Again, same formation, 2 to each side. Now the quarterback is just going to heave it down there. He's got a man that gets by him, and he's bumped out of bounds. Incomplete as the ball goes out of bounds. And boy, oh boy, I thought they might get Trey for knocking the kid out of bounds.
Well, they were both looking up at the ball, and Trey run into him, and the kid actually tripped, but the official's running right there. I also thought that. I thought, oh, they could throw that, but I think it's one of those, both of you going for the ball.
So back to punt will be the Monarchs. You got Thompson and Gower back to receive this punt.
And if they do some blocking, we've seen some great returns.
Monarchs waiting for the snap. Snap is low and bounces back to him. He gets it up, gets a nice kick out of there, and the Panthers are going to get away from it and let it roll to about their 48, maybe 49-yard line. So,
and again, they had a guy that went down and was standing there when the ball got there. We can't figure out how each team gets one guy wide open to run down and hit our receivers.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. We got 7:14 left to go here in the first period. Panthers on top by the score of 6-0. Panthers have their second possession here of the game. They start just on their side at about their own 49-yard line. Again, the Panthers break the huddle. They go back now to the flex mode. Everybody else in tight. Now Monarchs showing blitz. They hand the ball off to Gower. Gower hits the pile and just keeps the pile moving. And he gets it up to about the 46 of TMP, so he's a gain of about 5 on first down.
But that was a hard 5 or 6 yards there because he hit everybody out there. But I think Gower runs better if he runs into people.
So let's call it second and a short 4 for the Panthers. As the Panthers break the huddle again, it's pink night here as everybody in their pink shirts. Panthers have pink socks on as now they go back to the wishbone. Panthers take it. Sides has it. He gets a nice block. He's looking for a little help. Cuts back inside. Dives ahead. And he's ahead to about the 38-yard line. He will have a first down for the Panthers. They're going to mark him down at the 39. But that is enough for first down for the Panthers.
Number 72, a 6'2", 315. He was in the backfield. Kirk Coombs had to peel off and hit him and slow him down.
Good job by Kirk Coombs on that block. We've got 6:34 to go. Panthers marching again. Ball is on the Monarchs' 39-yard line. Now the Panthers again go to the flex mode. One wide out to each side. Side sets him down, takes the ball, hands off to Gower. Gower busting through, runs hard. He's down to about the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. So a nice burst by Gower right up the middle, and he's got a gain of about 8 on the play.
Sides runs a great fake in the backfield. If you just watch him, a lot of times I don't know who has the ball, and he still carries the fake out after the fact.
So the Panthers send Juneman to the far side, Thompson to the near side. Again, they go back to the flex mode. We're headed towards 6 minutes left to go here in the quarter. And the Panthers lead 6-0. Now Sides wants to throw it. Looking over the middle. He's got a man wide open again. And it's in for a touchdown. Coombs goes. And the Panthers get a 31-yard strike with 5:51 to go in the quarter. The Panthers strike again.
He looked down the sideline for Thompson again and did his shoulder dip and then turned, and Coombs was wide open. So they snuck a guy out of the backfield. We snuck a guy out of the backfield.
So Honeycutt will be in to try the kick once again. He was unsuccessful on his first attempt, but let's see if Johnson can get everything straightened up. Thompson will snap it. June will put it down. Now, the Panthers wait for the signal. Get the signal. Snap is back. Kick is up. And this time, he's right through the middle. The kick is good. So it's now the Panthers 13, the Monarchs nothing. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thompson Family Chiropractic in downtown Phillipsburg specializes in treating patients from newborns to senior citizens. Whether you're an athlete or if your playing days are well behind you, Thompson Family Chiropractic believes in doing what yields maximum benefit with minimum treatment. And you'll always see the same doctor every time you schedule an appointment to help get you back on track. Call 785-543-2202 for an appointment. That number again is 785-543-2202. Thompson Family Chiropractic at 675 3rd Street in downtown Phillipsburg.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium. The Panthers, I'm not surprising they're up 13-0. Maybe surprising the way they've done it, Stuart.
2 passes on that. Set up the pass great. Just pound it, fake the middle, throw it deep.
I've never seen Stuart smiling so much in his life.
I like the pass. That's right. I've wanted that for many years.
So the Panthers have it teed up. Honeycutt will approach the ball. Last time he kicked it in the end zone. Now this time it's coming down, and it's going to hit at the goal line and go in. So the Monarchs will start 1st and 10 at their own 20.
What we laughed about was coming down. Last time J.C. Kellerman got laid out. This time Gower just went through a kid and completely cartwheeled him.
I think, and I don't know if this is true.
As the ball hit the goal line.
Yeah, I don't know if this is true, but J.C. probably said, hey, John.
That guy shot
got me. Get him. John goes and gets him. Okay, it might have happened. We don't know. But the Monarchs have the ball, placed down at their first down at their own 20. They send 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. They have a slot to the near side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Takes the ball, hands it off to the back, and the back gets nothing.
It's swallowed up in the pile. I'll try to tell you. Oh, now there's a penalty tossed in there.
Now we're going to see what this is.
Everybody was sitting on the ground.
These officials like to throw the flag. They have a personal foul on the Panthers.
Something about he pushed him down after the fact or something. I don't know that motion, do you?
Yeah, I don't know that motion either, but I'm sure that's kind of what it is. 15-yard penalty. I hope these, never like to get down on the officials, but I hope they don't try to keep the Monarchs in this game because they've called some penalties already on the Panthers several times. Now, Monarchs 2 out to each side. Quarterback again is in the shotgun. Quarterback goes back under a little pressure. He throws the ball down deep, and it's over everybody's head. Incomplete. Moon was on the cover for the Panthers.
And he was step for step with him. The quarterback was getting tackled just as he let go, but he threw a heck of a nice ball, 45 yards. I mean, that was a spiral. It's a pretty throw.
So TMP goes to the hurry-up offense. They send 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback again in shotgun. 2nd and 10. 5:28 to go here in this first quarter. Quarterback has it. Throws the ball in the middle. These guys mad, and then he's hit immediately. He holds on to the football as Trey Thompson lowers the kid. The kid's kind of getting up. Now he's to 1 foot, and he is up.
He's going to go off the field on that. Thompson made a nice hit. I tell you what I saw on that one, Jay. The guy was breaking off of his route, and the guy had already thrown it. I mean, that's how quick the pass was.
So it is a gain of about 5.5 yards. It brings up 3rd, and let's call it a short 5 for the Monarchs. Now the Monarchs send 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side.
This big receiver down here is 6'3", 210.
Now they got 3 to this side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback again is in the shotgun. Panthers trying to load up now. Quarterback goes throw. He wants to throw the ball. He's got it in the flat. It's knocked down by Ford.
So again, another one of our defensive ends dropping into zone coverage back there is making a big difference. It blocks that short pass.
It does. It takes away the flat. And, you have a guy underneath and a guy over the top.
So if
in the flat,
they lay it up, he's in trouble.
That's right. So the Monarchs should be back into punt formation. Ball is still on there below 40-yard line. Going back will be Thompson and Gower. Monarchs, they're not real deep. They do. Panthers looking for a fake there, but the ball is kicked, and it goes out of bounds. And then the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at about their own 37, 38-yard line.
Nice run in there by Noah Van Kooten. Almost got to the punt, going through 3 guys back there.
You may see the Panthers go after a punt. I mean, that's something they have not done much this year.
Right.
If we can get another
I think
score
Ford got
or two,
a piece of one early in the season.
If we get up another score or two, they may have a play designed to go after the punt. Show teams that, hey, just because you're punting, that doesn't mean you're not going to be attacked.
Panthers blocked an extra point last week.
So, Panthers come out. Ball is at their own 39. They stay in the wishbone. Panthers have everybody in tight. Side sets him down, hands off to the second back through. He's got some running room, punches up, cuts back in, and that is Gross. Gross is going to be gone for a touchdown. So Gross goes 61 yards with 4:26 to go. The Panthers strike again. And they lead it now 19-0 as the Panthers don't waste any time scoring that, as Gross goes 61 yards right up the middle, veers to the near side,
Right.
and just outruns everybody.
I mean, he just went right up the middle and made one good cut. The guy that was back there to make the tackle was going the wrong way and fell down.
So Thompson will snap it, Junior will put it down, and Honeycutt will try to add the extra point, and it is good. So the Panthers now have exploded and now lead us by the score of 20-0, and we'll keep it right here, Stuart, as the Panthers just scored not too long ago, and that was just good blocking by the offensive line.
Right, the line just opened it up. He made one move, and there wasn't anybody there anymore. Good blocking on this line that's a lot bigger than us, man for man. You know, we talk about these kids. In our day, you just went out and played, and the coach told you what to do, and these kids read a lot of film. They watch a lot of film. Last week when Trey Thompson blocked that extra point, I asked him about it, and he said, Dad, we were watching film, and the center had a tick. He said he'd jerk his elbow and then snap it. And he said, I kept pointing it out. They're like, nope, it's not happening. And he said, so we were in that game, and I thought, he said, I'm going to take a shot because if he moves that elbow, I'm going. He goes, I wanted him to kick field goals. He said, I was back there way ahead of time. And he goes, that's what it was. He goes, you picked, I never watched film that much to pick stuff up, tendencies.
No, a lot of times, you know, the coaches even now, they talk, well, TMP will throw it 30% on first down.
Right.
They'll throw it 70% this. They have so many statistics that we never even thought of having. Now, Honeycutt has it teed up. He kicks the ball off. And this
He's a
one's
little
probably
short.
going to be returned. It's caught at about the 9. He's at the 15, 20, trying to get outside. Makes one guy miss. Now he cuts back to the outside, and he's going to be bumped out. Nice return by number 23 for the Monarchs. That is Luke Reuter, a quarterback, linebacker, senior, 6'1", 167 yards.
Tanner Ragsdale makes the tackle, knocks him out. Gower just missed him back there, took a little bit of a different angle. You know, we were talking that one night how we thought Gower was moving so they wouldn't pick up on him and double team him. What it is he gets, he knows their tendencies on where they're going to return, so he's allowed to move anywhere he wants.
So the Panthers now,
Gower out of the game, right?
Gower's out of the game, and their coaches are talking to him. I don't know if he needs to be calmed down or what's going on, but he is out of the game. Now the Monarchs send two each side. Now a man goes in motion, so there's 3 to the one side. Quarterback hands the ball off, and this time he dives over and gets nothing.
Traylon Gross in at linebacker for Gower.
So now the Panthers will force the Monarchs into 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run. We're headed towards the 4-minute mark. Again, the Panthers up 20-0 here in quarter number 1. TMP spreads them all out. They have 2 to each side. One running back behind with the quarterback. Take the ball. They hand the ball off. It's on a reverse pass. Guy makes one move. And now the Panthers throw him down as staying home. Looks like it is Ford, I believe, on the tackle. And there's a loss. Oh, Austin
Miller was in on that.
Could not see the number. A loss of, let's call it 2.5.
I think Jack Bockabeer went for the tackle, and he sidestepped him, and Austin Miller makes a nice tackle.
So now let's call it 3rd, and let's call it 12. They send man's in motion. Quarterback looking, throws the ball out in the flat. It's caught, but immediately is manhandled and thrown down by the Panthers, as right there, Johnny on the spot was Kurt Coombs.
Kurt Coombs, another defensive end.
So the Panthers force a 4th and let's call it a long 9, almost 10 yards. Monarchs will be back to punt once again.
You know, the Monarchs are 5 for 9. They're throwing very well. They're just getting no yardage on them. The short passes are going nowhere. The Panthers could get some blocking on this. We could get a return.
Back to receive the punt will be Gower and Thompson. TMP is back in punt formation. Sometimes the snaps have been questionable here, so let's see how the snap is. And now,
I'm going to say delay a game.
We have a delay game against TMP, so that's going to back them up 5 more yards. And we'll see what they do as the Monarchs.
Sometimes you do that on purpose to set yourself up, but not when you're punting 4th and 25.
Well, if you're too close, you might want the extra 5 yards.
Yeah.
But their ball is at the 32-yard line. Snap is a good one this time. Ball is kicked away. High flyer. It's going to come down. Gower's got it. Now he's looking for a little room to run. cuts back inside, cuts back in, and now he's going to be dropped at about the 45. So
Gower kind of faked his own guys out there, though. The wall was set up on this side, and as soon as he caught it, he took off. Then he reversed it back, and by then our guys were going, where'd he go?
Yes. About a 10-yard return on the punt. So the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. We've got 2:14 to go here in quarter number 1. Panthers lead it by the score of 20-0. I think the Panthers have scored on all 3 possessions, have they not?
Yes, they've only had, and they only had 2 first downs because they've scored every, they're scoring on big runs, big passes.
Juneman to the far side. Thompson in tight on the near side. Panthers are in the flex bone. Monarchs showing blitz. Panthers hand the ball off, and that is the running back. That's Gower. Powers his head, following his blocking, and gets it up to about the 44-yard line. 12-yard burst, 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Casey Keaton having a word with one of their linebackers there as he was walking back to the deal. That's only the 3rd first down, which actually ties the Monarchs. Both of them have only had 3 first downs.
Now they split Thompson to the near side. Bachmer is in tight on the far side. Again, partial wishbone. Panthers flex it. Now they give it to Kirk Coombs. Kirk Coombs lowers his head, falls over, and he's got 8 yards or so on the dive.
And that's the run that the Coombs were used to seeing. Last week we finally got to see one in the 4th quarter where he just bowls over everybody.
Let's call it 2nd and 3 for the Panthers. 7-yard gain. As clock continues to run here, we're at about a minute and a half left to still go in the first quarter. These quarters are going to seem long with TMP throwing the ball all over the place.
20-0, Panthers in the lead.
Now the Panthers go to the full flex bone. Take the ball, they fake it off, they hand it off to Gower, and Gower's hit immediately. Good times, defense that time by the Monarchs as they had that plugged up right away. And it's going to bring up 3rd, and let's call it again a long 3 for the Panthers.
That's one of the first ones they've had no gain whatsoever on that.
So the ball is at the Monarchs' 37-yard line.
The core of their defensive line are huge. 61 and 72 are just big boys.
So now the Panthers go back to the wishbone. Side sets him down, fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch, and now dives ahead. He's got the first down, but there's a flag in the middle of the pile. We're going to have to wait and see what this is.
All the way on the opposite side of where the ball went. Sides made a great move. He faked that. He's trying to explain to
Van Kooten is asking what's going on.
And he's not.
Shot block.
That'll be a long 3rd. Sides made it great. He faked the pitch, and then he actually jumped the next guy. He made a nice run with 40 seconds left in the first quarter, 20-0. It's going to end up being 3rd and probably what? 13?
They're going to mark it off. Yeah, it's going to be.
Oh, more than that, 18.
And now, well, 3rd down. So now, Coach wasn't too happy with that call. He's arguing with them, with the officials, and I don't think Covington's very happy about that.
I mean, even Van Kooten went over and said, what did I do? What are you calling here?
So the Panthers go back to the flex bone. 29 seconds and counting. Side sets him down. The ball is all the way back to the Panther 48-yard line. Side's now in a little bit of trouble. Breaks out of there, trying to get some help. He dives ahead, and he gets the ball back into Monarch territory at about the 41-yard line.
That time the Monarchs were smart enough to go drop deep. Thompson went into the flat and then came back to try to help block because he saw Sides take off. That'll end the first quarter.
Yep, first quarter is going to come to an end. The Panthers are forced with about a 4th and a 7, but the Panthers lead it at the end of 1, 20-0 over the Monarchs. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Don't let your irrigation equipment coverage leave you high and dry. With replacement cost coverage available for all types of equipment, you can depend on Farm Bureau AgWise certified agent Shane Kinter in Phillipsburg to help you protect your irrigation systems, regardless of age. Now, that's smarter insurance for agriculture. Call Shane Kinter in Phillipsburg and schedule your personalized on-site super check today to help ensure you have coverage you need when you need it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
back, everyone, here back at Panther Stadium. As the first quarter is in the book, the Panthers lead it 20-0 over the Monarchs. And it looks like the Panthers are going to line up and go for it on 4th and 7.
You know, Panthers have hurt themselves twice with 15-yard penalties at the wrong moments.
Now, Sides does fake back in. It looks like he will be in the quick punt formation. The snap is back, and he fakes it. Now they set the screen over to Gower. Gower's got one guy to beat, and he cuts inside. He's got the first down. He's got a wall of guys going down. Makes another guy miss. Guy's inside all the way down to the 12. So no flags. Panthers pick up the first down easily.
Beautiful screen. We have another Monarch down.
And we have Van Kooten tying his shoe, too.
You know, he was blocking, and he went down like that, and I realized now his shoe had come off.
So the Panthers pick up a big yard.
Great play.
A screen.
Sides did a great job again, the fake. He looked down, he looked like he was going to punt it. He looked downfield, and then he just lobbed it over to the side.
So the Panthers get the march going. The ball is placed down at the Monarch 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Panthers send Thompson and Gross to the far side, Juneman to the near side. Now Coombs splits out, so 2 and 2 for the Panthers. And Gower is the only one in. Now Sides looks at it. Sides cuts inside and easily walks into the end zone for the 13-yard touchdown run. So with 11:31 to go, a 13-yard run by Trey Sides.
And there wasn't anybody even out there trying to tackle him.
No, he had the option of pitching it to Gower or just cutting it up, and he found the lane and turned it into a 13-yard run. Now Honeycutt will be in to try the extra point.
26-0, Panthers favor.
Thompson stabs it, Juneman puts it down, and Honeycutt gets it up and in. So the Panthers now lead it by the score of 27-0. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Locally owned and operated. That's the Biggs Agency and D&K Insurance at 466 State Street in Phillipsburg. See them for all your auto, home, business, farm, and crop insurance needs. See Darren McDowell at D&K Insurance, Brett Biggs, or Kim Campbell at the Biggs Agency, located at 466 State Street in Phillipsburg. Locally owned and operated, supporting the youth of the area in all their academic and athletic endeavors.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium as the Panthers have scored every time they've had the ball so far, and they now lead this one by the score of 27-0 over the Monarchs.
Kind of hurt themselves. They were on 3rd and 3 and got a 15-yard penalty. Ran a great play. That's just...
Call the screen, something that we like to see because you get a couple of those big linemen out there in the back.
They had one guy that could have been a savior out here, and he got blocked.
They had, you just have your back has so many options. He can read the blocks if they're out in front of him 5 yards. He has so many options to go. Now Honeycutt has it teed up, kicks the ball down on the ground, bounces, and will be picked up at about the 13. Looking for some running room, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds. And the Monarchs will start 1st and 10 at about their own 20-yard line.
Jacob Sisson hits him, and as he's going out of bounds, Jordan Ford shoves him out of bounds.
So the Monarchs will take it and start and see what the Monarchs can come up with. They need to generate some offense to try to keep the ball away from the Panther offense a little bit.
You know, they started the game being super creative, and it was working, and then it just kind of fell apart on them. Panthers have yet to get to the quarterback, though. You made a valid point on that.
He's very quick, and when he does feel pressure, he doesn't mind taking the penalty and just throwing it away. So the Monarchs send one guy way out. Now they pitch the ball back to the running back. Gower is trying to track him down. He spins back, and that's not going to work. The Panthers from the inside, Keaton, along with Van Kooten, follow in as Gower turns him back in, and there's a loss of about 2 or 3 on the play.
Like you said, they brought a guy way out, and he was supposed to come back and block, and there was just nothing.
Now the Monarchs send 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Takes the ball, wants to throw it. He throws it on the dime, and it's caught. But hit immediately by Thompson. He hangs on to it, and it is up to about the 26-yard line. So there's a gain of about 8 or 9 on the play.
That was a long, long pass sideways for 5 yards.
So now 3rd and 5. Panthers now trying to get the defense here. As quarterback goes back, wants to throw it in. He's under some pressure. He comes out. Now he's going to dive because Case Keaton was tracking him, and he dove.
For just a second, it looked like he was going to try to run for the first down, and when he saw Keaton coming, he just went down.
He says Case and Keaton coming at him, cast on one arm, says, that guy must be tough. I'm getting down.
Panthers putting in some subs.
So now going back to receive the punt, we have Thompson along with Ty Sides. We'll try to bring you the change up here. As now the snap is back, punt is away, a low kick, going to be bounced. Ty Sides has it, looking for some blocking. He's got some help coming alongside. He picks up a nice block. Ty Sides going down sideline. One guy in the race, and he goes down. Oh, no way!
Terrible call.
They're going to throw a flag.
The kicker runs over there, and at the last second throws his hands in the air and falls.
So they're going to bring this one back. And that was a pretty good acting on the TMP. Holding on the Panthers. They're going to wipe out, but it'll be a spot foul. Panthers will have it in good field position, but
Ty Sides did a nice deal. He's running down the sideline, and you look like he was going to make the cut. And he tipped his head and then sped forward. He had a touchdown. Nice blocking.
So
the entire crowd and coaches reacting to that.
So the Panthers will have it, the ball at the old 33-yard line.
I believe that's a poke in the bear move there. Don't make us mad.
Yeah, so the Panthers have it. They go to the flex mode. Judeman out to the near side. Thompson and Ty on the far side. Now the Panthers throw the quick pass. Oh! Throws it right to the TMP guy, intercepted, and he's brought down right at the 20. So
and that's the first pass, not good, and I don't know if the running back didn't run to the right spot, but he threw it right to the defensive back.
Yeah, we're going to have to have that one figured out because I don't think that he was in there where he was supposed to be. So now TMP gets the ball back with 9:31 to go, and the Panthers do not score on their possession.
And it was a weird first play. The receivers didn't even go out. All that went out was the back out of the backfield right there.
So now we wait for the Monarchs to come in as they break the huddle on the far side.
Little switch of momentum after a big punt return. Then it's interception.
TMP slow getting out.
Hands are starting to move. He's counting.
So the quarterback has his man, he gets the ball back, wants to throw it, throws it in the flat, and Pock almost had his second interception. And
I tell you what, that drop in the defensive ends on pass coverage is really messing with TMP. And I think we might even see some of that against Norton next week.
So second and 10 for the Monarchs. Pass goes incomplete. They stay now with 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, throws the screen pass. He's got one guy over there. He's got a man out, and he's gone down the sideline for a big gain. As now they throw another flag.
Give credit to the defensive guy over there. I didn't see who it was.
Case Keaton over there, I believe.
But he got blocked by the first guy, the second guy, and then he made the tackle.
Boy, the Panthers, I believe they're going to call for a personal foul here.
Was that what the call was?
Yeah, personal foul. Boy, oh boy.
Well, we need to find out, are those some of those pass, don't hit a defenseless player? What's the call?
Down, and I thought the guy was just making a tackle, and they flagged him. So, Monarchs had the ball at the Panthers' 49-yard line. They hand the ball off, and this time, Panthers corral him and throw him down. See if there's a flag on that one. I don't see anything. There's a loss of 2 on the play.
Christopher Van Kooten into the backfield off the bat.
So it brings up second down.
Panthers are actually putting up more yardage and penalties than the Monarchs are in yardage.
Okay, now they send 2 to each side, in tight. Quarterback goes back, looking for it, throws the ball out in the flat. It's caught, and the Panthers corral him after a short gain of about 4. Well, about 6 after the loss on first down. Going to bring up, let's call it, 3rd and about See where they spot the ball here.
Nice tackle by Trey Sides over there.
Let's call 3rd and a long 6 for the Monarchs. Again, TMP quickly up, ready to go. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking, throws it, and throws it complete. And it's catch for a first down, I believe.
They're going with the short pass, trying to get short. They're isolating the one receiver on that side, so you can't jump that pass because he'll pump it and throw it deep.
1st and 10 now. Monarchs have something going. They take the ball, hand off to the back, and he breaks one tackle, gets back to about the line of scrimmage. As the Panthers had him for about a 5 or 6 yard loss, he made a nice move to get back towards the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, when they're running the ball, they're earning every yard they get, and that was about a half a yard.
So let's call it 2nd down. 7:40 to go. Panthers lead it 27-0. This is the deepest penetration by the Monarchs. Quarterback again is in the shotgun. Takes the ball, looks to one side, throws the ball down deep. He's got a man down there. Makes a diving catch. And he caught it.
He catches it over the defensive back on the far side. That was an exceptional catch.
Panthers let a guy get behind him. And the ball is going to be down at the Panthers' 8-yard line, looks like. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs.
And we told you that they were going to lob it deep at some point. Now the short game comes into play.
Panthers trying to get here. Now they throw the ball out in the flat. And it's should have been intercepted by Moon as he had it.
Moon goes for the interception, and it goes right through his hand and actually hits the receiver in the chest. And Moon had called that before. He pointed at Trey Thompson and said, jump the pass. He'd had a touchdown on that.
Moon could have walked into the end zone. Probably been in the record books for the longest pass interception return. But it's 2nd and goal for the Monarchs now. As the ball goes back, they throw again the flat short. It's tipped away by Thompson. And it's incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down. I do not believe, well, now, Lawrence scored on the first-team defense.
Right, the only time.
First-team defense has not given up hardly any points this year. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Monarchs.
Thompson had about 5 of those right there last week.
So now they send everybody 2 to each side, but they're in tight. Can run some cross patterns. Now quarterback goes back, wants to set the screen up, throws the ball down, and it's tipped and no.
No, they're cross. Nope, they're discussing it. One guy said no, which would put him at the goal line.
Yeah, that'd put him right down there. And they're going to give it to him. Out. Oh, my gosh. Oh, well.
Timeout by the Monarchs.
So with 6:59 to go, we'll keep it right here. The Panthers lead 27-0, but the Monarchs will have it 1st and goal to go from about the 1. I don't think he caught the ball.
No, I think it was. They all went for it onto the ground, Panthers and Monarchs, and they gave the one in the back said nope, 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 and the other one come running in, and they're discussing it some more.
I think these officials are probably
they're looking at 27-0, first or second quarter. You kind of give it a little more when it's like that.
Well, that, and I think they may be discussing, hey, we better watch some of the calls, because it seems like the Panthers are getting hammered for a lot of, I don't want to say cheap calls, but a lot of questionable calls. So we'll see how they call the rest of this game.
We'll see if the Monarchs try to run one here.
Panthers send their defense back in there. They would love to come up with a stop here. That would really be demoralizing for the Monarchs.
Well, if Moon had intercepted that or they let Ty Sides go, there's a couple more touchdowns left on the field. You'd think the Monarchs could get the 1 yard as big as those horses are up front.
So they come out. Now they have a big back and a big guy in the backfield.
And it's 4th down.
4th down. They're going for it. Quarterback sits down, takes it in, wants it, and he's going to be hit. No, he didn't. I don't think he got in. Oh!
They gave it to him. I don't know who shot in there and took his legs out, but they give it to him on the 1 yard run.
Boy, oh boy. I don't know about that one either, because they had him, looks like they had him piled up.
And he hit the ground and put his arms out.
So with 6:55 to go, let's call it a 1 yard run by, I believe, the quarterback, and the Monarchs are on the board. Now they try the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up. and it is good. So the Monarchs now trail the Panthers by the score of 27-7. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Thompson Family Chiropractic in downtown Phillipsburg specializes in treating patients from newborns to senior citizens. Whether you're an athlete or if your playing days are well behind you, Thompson Family Chiropractic believes in doing what yields maximum benefit with minimum treatment. And you'll always see the same doctor every time you schedule an appointment to help get you back on track. Call 785-543-2202 for an appointment. That number again is 785-543-2202. Thompson Family Chiropractic at 675 3rd Street in downtown Phillipsburg.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium as the Panthers now have given up a score here to the Monarchs, and the Panthers lead it by a score of 27-7. We've got 6:55 left to go, and I got a feeling, Stuart, that the Panthers are not happy with not only giving up the touchdown, but some of the calls that are going against the Panthers.
Almost 70 yards in penalties to the Monarchs, 2 penalties for 15 yards. The Panthers have had big ones. Everything's 10 to 15 yards and spot fouls. And, I mean, you say it's a 15-yard penalty from the spot. It turns it into about a 25-yard penalty.
And we have not had that many penalties this year. Now they kick the ball down, and it bounces around, and it's going to be picked up by the up guy. Now he's looking for a little help. Gets a block there. He's going to cut inside, and it's going to be dropped at
and a penalty.
15-yard line.
Another penalty. I didn't see any Panthers over there.
Yeah, I seen a block, but he was square in front of him.
Going to back the Panthers up, probably inside the 10.
I call a clip on the Panthers.
Covington says, come talk to me on this. We're getting some big...
Boy, oh boy, the ball goes all the way back to the 8-yard line. Panthers will have it 1st and 10.
6:48, 27-7, and everything is going the opposite direction on the Panthers.
So now the Panthers just need to shove this ball right down TMP's throat, get some yardage, ground it up, and keep the ball away from them. Now they send a man in motion. They hand the ball off to Gross. Gross cuts it inside, bounces outside. He's got some running room.
And he's gone with no penalties.
Now, knocked down by the last guy.
And I did not see the last guy.
We'll look for flags on the field before we get too excited. But he moves the ball from about the 8 out to about the 38. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
I apologize. I thought when he broke down here, there wasn't anybody left.
So the Panthers break the huddle. They send Thompson to the far side. They have partial flex mode behind side. Takes the ball, hands it off to Gross once again. Gross lowers his head.
Coombs, I think.
And he's ahead. Come on.
Throw a flag on that one if they are. They take Coombs and just throw him down after the whistle.
Yeah, that was Coombs. So gain of about 2.
The only way I knew that, Jay, was when he hit the first guy. That guy went backwards.
Okay.
Panthers have some playing room now out here.
Let's call it 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. As the Monarchs keying on Coombs tremendously. They're not letting him get started. Now they shift around. Panthers are in the wishbone. They take the ball. Sides has it. He's running the option. Just going to tuck it in. And is ahead for a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play.
Like it'd be about a 3rd and 1. Sides knew when he decided to keep the ball, he covered with both arms and just went in.
So it is 3rd and 1. We've got 5.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Panthers again lead it 27-7 over the Monarchs.
Been faking the handoff to Gower up the middle repeatedly, so it's about time for him to catch one.
Two to each side as the backs are all flanked out. Now they hand the ball off to Gower. Gower busts off one guy, looking for somebody to hit, and he's ahead up to about the 46-yard line of TMP, so there's a gain of about 8 yards. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Gower went through the pile, hit, and when he spun himself out of the pile, and he took off again. Panthers have 5 minutes left till half, 27-7.
Again, now they send Gross and Coombs to the far side. Looks like Pock to the near side. One get back behind As Sides takes the ball, hands it off again to Gower, and Gower this time is hit pretty hard and gets ahead for a short gain.
The helmet comes off of Gower. He has to come out of the game. I thought on that when they put the two running backs far wide, I thought our tight end was going to sneak out for a wide open down the middle.
So Ragsdale comes in at the fullback position. Now the Panthers faced with a 2nd and 9 as there's just a 1-yard gain on that play. They go back to the wishbone. Side sets him down. Takes the ball. Hands off to Gross. Gross cuts through this hole. Now he's just trying to outrun him. And stiff arms the guy. And he will go in for a touchdown. So this will be a 45-yard run with 4:14 to go here in this quarter. A run by Gross on the carry, and Gross is starting to add up some numbers here.
Just that off tackle. They're trying to key on Coombs and Gower and leaving Traylon Gross, like you said, triple threat.
So the Panthers line up for the extra point. Again, Thompson will snap it. Junior will put the ball down, and Honeycutt will try to put it through. This time the kick is up and good. So after his first miss, Johnson has come through and hit them all. And now the Panthers lead it by the score of 34-7. We're back after this timeout. The Panthers, you're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Hi, welcome to Next Tech. How may I help you?
Yes. My parents are seeking to sign up for internet and TV service.
$85.
It is important we have C-SPAN, Fox News, National Geographic, maybe Nickelodeon and Disney.
Still $85.
20 megabytes of internet.
How about 30 meg? $85.
We want it for a year.
$85.
What about 2 years?
$85. And free installation.
Get 150 TV channels and 30 meg of internet. $85. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium. We just had a couple updates for us. Smith Center leading Sacred Heart 29-0. And our first report is on time left in the first quarter. It was Norton 6, Russell nothing. So that game maybe being a good game down there.
This time it looks like Gower's right in the middle, right by the kicker this time, instead of being on one end.
Honeycutt has it teed up. Now he approaches the ball, kicks it, and it's coming down and going to be caught. And now he's got it. Oh, he goes into the end zone.
They're calling it a dead ball. He caught it, and it hit off of him and went into the end zone. Well, now he's yelling at the officials getting uptight, telling him he shouldn't have run and got the ball.
I don't.
Now they're going to say that it's because that official went like this, swung his arm like it's a live ball, and now they're bringing it out to the 20 as a touchback.
I don't know. We're going to have to ask Coach Honeycutt about that. I don't understand what the rule is, because if he touches the ball, I would think he'd have to bring it out. But they place the ball down, and again, TMP gets the break with the officials, and they have it first and 10 at their own 20.
Panthers do need to get a stop here because last time they went down the field with help of penalties and scored on us.
Now the Monarchs go back. Wants to throw the ball. There's some pressure. Throws the ball off to the back coming out. He makes one cut. Comes back across. Spins and is ripped down by the Panthers. And that time he was put down right about the line of scrimmage. He makes that a yard and a half. And it will be second. And let's call it 9 for the Monarchs.
All the receivers went short and then went deep, and there wasn't anybody there, and they had to hit. That's his little safety throw. When he gets in trouble, he throws it to the back that's back there blocking for him.
So let's call it second and 9 for the Monarchs. Again, quarterback stays in shotgun. Now they go back, throw the ball down deep. He's got a man down there. It's the big guy, and it's knocked away as Moon plays perfect position.
Moon ran right along beside him and then just jumped up and knocked it out. I think he thinks he should have caught that, but we all know that he isn't going to get that if Moon's right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got a lot of inches on Moon, but Moon had the inside position, and Moon can jump pretty well. So now it brings up third, and let's call it 9.
That's 6'3", 202 versus 5'4", 5.
Quarterback goes back, looks for a lit. He's got the man on the outside, and the ball goes incomplete. The Monarchs will have to give the ball back to the Panthers as it's 4th down with 3:19 left to go.
About his first miscue on that, because that receiver wasn't even ready for the ball, and he was heavily covered.
So, back to the punt formation goes Thompson and high side to receive the punt. Now Honeycutt comes into the game late.
I didn't see who they pulled out of there.
No, somebody was out. But Monarchs will be back in punt formation. Hunter waits for the snap. Snap is a good one. And it looks like they're setting up a return. The ball comes down and is caught by high side. Now looks for a little bit of running room. Looks for a block, trying to get to the outside. And he's up. He's got the wall. Now he's just going down the sideline. Runs down and he's up to about the 30-yard line. Good return.
Great punt return. And Jay, we've said it all year. If they let our guys give them some time to catch it, we're getting great returns.
So high side returns the ball from about the 40, gets it down to about the 27, 28-yard line. So there's a nice return of about 32, 33 yards by high side.
34-7, 3 minutes left before half. Panthers would like to score right here.
Panthers stay in the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Snap the ball. They hand it off to Kirk Cruz. Kirk Cruz lowers his head. Goes in. This guy's in for a good state of about 4 or 5 on the play. Now let's call it gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 for the Panthers.
Clock's running, 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Lots of time here for the Panthers, where they still have all their timeouts if they really want to get Jesus. Again, they stand the wishbone. Again, they pitch it back to Kirk Cruz. Kirk Cruz lowers his head, tries to run over there, taking him out at the leg.
Right, because he did his bend at the waist, and that guy got below him on that.
So a gain of another 4. It's going to be 3rd, and let's call it a short 2 for the Panthers.
Panthers at least need to get the first down.
Play comes in from the sideline.
All else, we're in field goal range.
Now June splits to the near side. Thompson is going to be inside on the far side. And they break the bone. And now, side sets him down. Takes the ball, hands it off to Gower. Gower, I think, has the first down, maybe. Depends on where they spot it.
They're going to give it to him.
First down, the ball is going to be placed at about the 17-yard line. First down for the Panthers. So now the Panthers have a new set of downs. The clock will start. Panthers up the line. Now the Panthers stay in the same formation. Half wishbone. Moves it on the far slot. They take the ball, kicks it back to Gross. Gross looking for a little cut. Cuts back inside. Cuts it straight again. And he's down inside the 10. About the 9-yard line. Picks up a nice gain of about 8 or 9 yards. Well, let's call it about 8. 2nd and 2 for the Panthers. Clock is headed towards a minute 10 to go here. And imagine the Panthers would use the timeout if they don't need it after this play. They break the formation. Now they go back to the wishbone. Again, side sets them down. And take the ball, the reverse pivot, and it off to first back through. And
that's Coombs.
Hurt gets it down to the 2. The Panthers should call maybe a timeout here, but they're going to keep the clock running.
They can go. To me, they do hurry up on this. We haven't shown them our hurry up yet either.
Play comes into the sideline. We've got about 45 seconds to go. The ball
What's your call? Who's taking it in?
I think you're going to give it to Gower up the middle. But Kurt, like to Kurt get a touchdown. It's really held in check here, and he is in the backfield. Now Gross goes to motion to hand the ball to Kurt, and Kurt walks in from the 2-yard line. So, with 30 seconds to go, it is a 2-yard run by Kurt Coombs, and the Panthers now lead it by the score of 40-7 over the Monarchs. Honeycutt will be in to try the extra point. As again, Thompson will snap it. Schumann will put it down, and Honeycutt will try to kick it through the upright. Snap it back, picks it up, and it's blocked. Oh, Monarchs locked the extra kick. It's no good. So the score will stay at 40-7. With just 30 seconds, let's keep it here as Stewart. Panthers have played well, but a few too many penalties here in that first half.
Huge penalties, and at the wrong time, and that's the way the Monarchs moved it down inside the 10-yard line, and then they played well. They ran the ball in. But the Panthers just need to eliminate, and this is the first game we've had this issue. All of them big penalties, 10 to 15-yard penalties. So I don't know if, like you said, different officiating crew, it's something we worried about. You talk to the officials, they worried about it, where you'd have nothing for 6 games, and then all of a sudden have, almost 80, 90 yards in penalties in the first half.
Yeah, that's what I say. I know the coaching staff's not very happy, but they've been talking to their people several times, wanting to make sure. I still going to try to write me a note to ask Covington about the kickoff rules at the time.
I thought if it hits you, it's live.
I'm confused on why they're catching it at the 2 and it's coming back. And, it just,
if he said it was on the goal line and went in, well, you would have blown the whistle and called it down.
Right. But it got teased up, kicks it down, and the ball is going to come down, and he's caught it about 5, 6, 7, 10, 15. Looks for some cutting route, comes back in, and he's going to get it out to about the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. And the Monarchs will start first and 10 with 23 seconds left to go here in this first half.
Ruined my stats. I've already added theirs up because I thought we'd run the clock out. So I've got to change.
So, Monarchs in the huddle on the far side. They come in at the very last moment. But this is a scary team because you want to start substituting some kids in, but the way they throw it, a missed coverage here, and boy, you could be 2 touchdowns to give up quickly.
Well, we've got a big game next week. We need to be in football shape. But I think defensively, if anything, you don't. Leave your starters in on defense.
So now the Monarchs send one wide out, way out, one guy in the slot, 2 to the near side. Down. Quarterback stays the shotgun. Panthers dropping back a little bit on defense. Quarterback goes back, wants to throw it. He's under a little bit of pressure as Texas trying to track it. Now he just throws far away, and it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Monarchs.
16 seconds left. That's the bad part of the throwing team. You don't want a team to score a lot on you. Don't throw the football because it stops the clock and allows them time.
Now Austin Miller comes in and Noah Van Creek comes out. You just get his hands and raise your hand, bat the ball down.
And speed, total different type of tackler.
Now Panthers. And Austin goes in there quickly, and he's down under pressure, and he throws far away.
That's
going to be a flag. As we'll have to wait and see what their call is. I'm sure it's going to be intentional grounding. And there was 4 Panthers right after him tremendously.
And he drops straight back. If he can get outside the pocket, he can do that, right?
Right. Intentional grounding is the call. That's the second one of the game.
Is that a spot foul? I believe it is. He's all the way back there. That would be half the distance. Now, I'm sorry, but I'd send everybody in the kitchen sink and get a safety.
Lock it down also now. TMP is going to call a timeout. They want to make sure they don't give up a touchdown or a safety here with 9 seconds left to go. The Monarch coaching staff calls timeout to make sure they know what's going on because I think it's going to be 3rd down. Now they're changing the down. It's going to be 3rd. And it's not 10. It's going to be 3rd and about 31 or 2-yard line. The ball is on about the 2-yard line.
2-yard line, yeah. Now, I would line a safety up here at about the 40 because you're thinking if anything, he'll drop back and throw it deep. You can stand out there and bat it down if you want to, but you're right. He's so fast. That's why he doesn't get any sacks because he's had 2 penalties for intentional grounding because he drops straight back. If he'd roll left or right, he'd be out of that situation.
Well, and if the Panthers, if he throws a quick pass or flat and you stop him, I guess it is only 3rd down. I think if you get the ball, you might have a chance for one play, but it is only 3rd down.
I would say 40-7, you probably don't.
But it'd be interesting to see what the Monarchs try to do here on this play because they're very cautious. They don't want to give up the safety. I don't think they want to throw the interceptions down here and have a walk-in touchdown.
A couple weeks ago, the Panthers hustled onto the field, didn't use the timeout and set up and kick the field goal in under 10 seconds.
So Monarchs to back out. They did two to the far side. Now they have two backs to help protect, from one to the near side, and the Panthers down to quick punt and block, and that could be touchdown. And sitting up inside Chris Van Cooten, and that is exactly what the Monarchs did not want to happen.
They tried a quick punt or a quick kick, and it got blocked by I don't know who, but Christopher Van Cooten.
Got blocked by TMP's protector back there. He
did
right
he?
into him. A blocked punt, and Christopher Van Cooten falls on it for the touchdown, and now it makes it 46-7. Panthers get the...
If the Panthers wanted to score right here, Jay, all they'd have to do is split out Thompson and Juneman and do a quick slant. You know they could do it. I would bet they don't. Oh, they're going to kick.
Yeah, they're going to go for the extra point.
Be the first field goal.
No, it's an extra point.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I forgot.
Thompson snaps it. Ball is put down. Juneman has it, and it's good.
I forgot all about the touchdown in my excitement.
So the score now reads, with 7 seconds to go, still here in the first half, the Panthers on top 47-7. We'll keep it here. We don't want to miss the kickoff, because sometimes those come pretty fast. But the Panthers exploding here in the second quarter. At the end of the first quarter, they led it 20-0. They now have 47, so they scored 27 points. Doesn't help with the Monarchs. Probably had it made a good decision to put it out of their own end zone, but the punters put it right back into the blocker.
Right, and then don't line up like a, they should have lined up like a punt so he had some room. And the Panthers did send to everybody but the two guys that were kind of playing safety just in case.
So Honeycutt will tee it up. Now this one I may not kick it deep. I may just trim it down in 7 seconds and still have it go 15, 20, 30 yards.
Or just do a flat kick and just boot it so it bounces all over.
Okay, now they're supposed to get in the spot. And Honeycutt approaches the ball, and he kicks it hard and deep. Ball's going to be caught at about the 10, running at the 15-20. Looks for some blocks. Breaks the initial help. He's gone, my gosh. He can fly everybody, and one guy, he catches it. And I don't think the Panthers are going to catch him. He throws it all the way back for a touchdown.
Kickoff return, first time.
Oh, my gosh. The coaching staff will not be happy about that. So with no time on the board, we caught it at about the 10 on a dead run. It's going to be a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And I'm not sure who that was.
I tell you what, he caught it on a full speed, but he had to zigzag a time or two. Great run back.
Yeah, good run back. And now the Monarchs line up the extra point. Kick is put down, and it is good. So just like that, the Monarchs score on the last play, and now the
coaches are not going to be happy on that.
No, the Panthers coaching staff will not be happy at that, as that ends the first half. The Panthers lead here at halftime, 47-14. We'll send it back to the station for a quick word. When we come back, we'll get a wrap-up of stats and some highlights for the first half. You listen to Panthers football here at KKN and the Worldwide Web.
The offices of Mapes and Miller CPAs, with offices in Phillipsburg and in Stockton, supporting youth in all their endeavors. This is
and free installation.
Get 150 TV channels and 30 meg of internet. $85. Some restrictions apply.
Please welcome the award-winning Panther Pacers. Pacer members are sophomore Ashlyn Cole, junior Richardson Peterson Shea, junior Jordan Weisinger, senior captain Savannah Ewing, sophomore Lexi Wood, junior Ashlyn Kennedy, freshman Eva Skimper. Senior captain Sam Pruitt will not be performing tonight due to state tennis. Watch now as they perform to Step Up.
So they are 3-0 after playing the Big Three in the MCL Conference. In Class 3A, District 13, it's Marysville 5-1 at Beloit 5-1. That is a big district game over there. Also, you have Riley County 5-1. We'll be at Minneapolis 2-4. Of course, in our district, we mentioned 2-4 TMP at 6-0 Phillipsburg, and Norton 5-1 is at Russell, who stands at 4-2 going into tonight's action. Well, you have Colby in Class 4A2, District 7. Colby 4-2 is at Scott City, who is at 6-0. You have Goodland, who's 2-4, is at Concordia 3-3. So that brings you up to date on some of the local or area schools as the district play for 3A gets underway. Also in 4A underway now. Some of the 2A have been playing some of their district games already, and especially in the 8-man division, they've been in the district play for a couple weeks now. We want to remind everybody, tomorrow the Lady Panthers will continue their run at the MCL as they will travel once again down to Trigo. They will play the second match of the day. The first match will have TMP playing Norton. Phillipsburg will take on Stockton. Then it'll be Norton and Oakley. TMP at Stockton, and Phillipsburg will play Oakley in the last game of their pool. Now going into pool play starting tomorrow, the standings read: in Pool A, TMP is 2-0, Stockton is 2-0, Phillipsburg sets at 1-1, Norton is 0-2, and Oakley is 0-2. So Phillipsburg's first match with Stockton is a big one for the Lady Panthers, as if the Panthers could defeat Stockton, they would be 2-1. Stockton would be 2-1. Stockton would still have to play TMP, and Phillipsburg would have to play Oakley. So if things would go as expected, TMP should knock off Stockton, and Phillipsburg should beat Oakley. So the Panthers would be 3-1. Stockton would fall to 2-2, and TMP would be 4-0. So the Panthers would get into the bracket part of the tournament. That's why that first game with Stockton is so important in the morning for the Lady Panthers. In the other pool, the standings read: the number one or second seed overall, Plainville, got upset. They are 1-1. Smith Center is 2-0. Trigo is 2-0. Hill City is 0-2, and Ellis is 0-2. In those games, you have Plainville and Hill City start off. Then Smith Center and Trigo. So that's a big game there for Trigo, as Smith Center and them are both undefeated. You have Hill City and Ellis. Then you have Plainville at Smith Center and Trigo against Ellis. So Plainville is going to have some help if they want to get into the bracket play, as Trigo and Ellis, Smith Center will play. Smith Center should win that one, and then Trigo will have Ellis. So Trigo has the possibility of being 3-1. Plainville's going to have to win both their games. They could also be 3-1, and it would be then a point system to see who goes into the bracket part of that match. Also, we want to remind everybody, coming up after the MCL tournament, district play will start, as the Panthers will travel down to TMP. Their sub-state is at TMP. The teams involved in sub-state will be Cimarron, Colby, Goodland, TMP, Lincoln, Norton, Phillipsburg, and Scott City. So a very, very tough sub-state for the Lady Panthers.
They're going to need some help, some big help, and then just peak.
They're going to have to play well to get out of that sub-state, but they have the talent and they have the capability. They've shown at times where they can play very, very good. They almost pulled up the upset last night over TMP. They pushed them to 3 sets and had TMP on the ropes, but TMP ended up winning it in the 3rd set. Also, we want to mention, before I forget, the tennis team. I had it written down. We'll try to find the papers here now. Sam Pruitt went down in singles, lost in the first 2 matches. Logan Soliday and Angel Fanensteel are the doubles down there. They lost, but then won. And as we send it back to the station, they are playing their 3rd match and the World Wide Web.
Thompson Family Chiropractic in downtown Phillipsburg specializes in treating patients from newborns to senior citizens. Whether you're an athlete or if your playing days are well behind you, Thompson Family Chiropractic believes in doing what yields maximum benefit with minimum treatment. And you'll always see the same doctor every time you schedule an appointment to help get you back on track. Call 785-543-2202 for an appointment. That number again is 785-543-2202. Thompson Family Chiropractic at 675 3rd Street in downtown Phillipsburg.
B&B Ready Mix in Phillipsburg is not only your concrete specialist, B&B Ready Mix is your full-service heavy-duty mechanic shop. With 3 full-time mechanics on staff, they can get your semi-tractors and trailers back on the road. Offering engine services and tune-ups and DOT inspections. They repair construction equipment, tire repair, and sales too. Just give them a call to see how they can help you at 785-543-5133. That's 785-543-5133. B&B Ready Mix in Phillipsburg.
That's the sound you'll hear when you join us for the Phillips County Health System's Haunted Trail of Horrors, Friday, October 20th and Saturday, October 21st. Located at the Phillips County Medical Clinic Walking Trail. Fun for all ages with 50-cent kids games and snacks from 7 to 9 p.m. Thrills and scares on the trail beginning at 9 to midnight. $10 admission per person. Fire pit will be available to enjoy the evening with some s'mores. All proceeds will go to benefit the Phillips County Health System.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium as we've got about 20 seconds left to go. The teams have been back out warming up. We should get the game started right away as the Panthers lead it here at halftime by the score of 47-14. We mentioned earlier, TMP will get the ball back to start this second half. Now,
I thought the Panthers came out pretty fired up out of the locker room, so they must have had a little motivational talk. Especially when you're going, they just ran one back, we're going to kick again. Don't let it happen twice.
I was going to say, yeah, that would be a no-no to have it happen twice, and that would definitely something that I'm sure the coaching staff addressed there at halftime. We do have an update score at, I believe at halftime, it was Smith Center 41-0 over Sacred Heart, but the game everybody's interested in, it's Norton 12-7 over Russell. That is in the third quarter, so Russell, the Broncos, playing very, very tough against Norton.
And Norton not getting any extra points. They're scoring, but they're not getting the extra points. So Russell's playing a tough game.
What if they kick 4 field goals?
That would surprise me. But you are exactly right. Jay the mathematician.
Yeah, we always like to say.
That would be a unique thing, though, to hear if they did that.
Henneken has it teed up. He kicks the ball. It's coming down, headed towards the out of bounds. Keeps him away. And now, these officials are good at throwing flags. They can throw them about 20 yards.
Yeah.
They get a nice flight on that.
Well, you can't kick it out of bounds on the kickoff.
So they'll bring the ball out, and they'll put it at the 35-yard line, and TMP will start 1st and 10 from that spot. Most of the defensive starters are still in the ball game for the Panthers.
Austin Miller in starting second half on defense.
We don't think we have not seen, we don't believe that's an injury. I believe they're
changing their lineup there. Christopher Van Kuten's not in. A little different front.
So the Panthers now on defense, and the Monarchs showing 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Goes back, wants to throw. He's under a little bit of pressure, throws the ball on a tight rope. It's caught, but for a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play.
That guy catches and drops.
They bring the ball in, and let's call it a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Monarchs. Now, again, same formation most of the night for the Monarchs. Man comes in motion. They fake the handoff. They give it to the first back, and he dives ahead, and he's going to be awful close for a first down. And that kind of confused the Panthers a little bit, as the Panthers now gave up a first down in 2 plays.
Nate Tedford makes the tackle. They run kind of a weird crisscross and hand it off to the guy going right up the middle.
So the Monarchs, again, ran in motion. They want the ball out in the flat. They throw the ball in the flat. It catches it, and the Panthers run him out of bounds right away. Short gain as he's bounced out of bounds as Jack Pockelbear right there. There's a gain of about 3 on the yard, a play, so let's call it 2nd and 7. TMP moving the ball down the field.
Panthers wanting to jump some pass here. They were right on the guys, but they're keeping that pass short and quick.
Again, same formation for the Monarchs. 2 to the one side now. Man goes to the far side. He goes in, and now quarterback looks. They throw it out in the flat, and the ball is off. Oh, and if the Panthers would have had their heads up, Linker could have intercepted that one, but Coombs was right there to make a sure tackle if the receiver would have held on to the ball.
But you know what they're doing is he held up because they're afraid of penalties.
Yep. So it's third, and let's call it 6 for the Monarchs. 11 minutes, 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, the Panthers lead it 47-14. Monarchs now back in pass formation again, and oh my gosh, they throw the ball deep, and it's going to be intercepted by Chase Sides, and now he's got some running. He's at the 40, the 45, 50, still on the sidelines. Now he just dives ahead, gets pushed out of bounds, and he returns it back to about the, it's inside the 40, I believe, when they spot him down.
Trey Sides was deep enough, he was able to just stand there and wait for the ball to come to him. That was the quarterback overthrew the receiver.
I'm surprised the receiver looked like he kind of held up. I thought he could have made a play.
I didn't know if he thought maybe the ball was going to be out of bounds or something.
Yeah, he looked like to me he held up. He wasn't that far overthrown.
And then he didn't even make the tackle.
Nope. So the Panthers return the ball, have it 1st and 10 at the Monarch 40-yard line. Panthers go to the half flex bone. Again, Side sets him down. They pitch the ball back to Gross. Gross runs inside, and this time the cut's up in there. He gets a couple yards for first down. As we'll see if the Monarchs have made some adjustments there. We're going to give him about a yard on the carry. Let's call it 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
Gross has been getting some big yardage on that play. It's kind of a sweep. Then he cuts upfield.
So now the Panthers go back to the wishbone. Again. Side sets him down. Waits for the signal. Takes it. Heads off to Gross again. Gross this time follows Coombs right through the hole. And he's up for about 6, maybe 7 yards right up the gut. And he's going to be about a couple yards short of the first down. Let's call it 3rd and 2 for the Panthers.
It's just hard to stop. If you lead with Gower and Coombs, you ought to get some yardage.
That's why Trey loves to run that sweep. He's got all 3 of them out there. And Panthers stay in the wishbone. Again, they take the ball, hand it off to Gower. Gower breaks one tackle, spins the outside, still in, and he's down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Picks up the first down easily for the Panthers.
Gower's kind of developed a spin move out there. He spun twice on that one.
I think he saw all the Larned players spinning out all the time. They're back and spun and spun and spun.
And they were quick to spin. That, you and I were both impressed with that.
1st and 10, the ball at the Monarchs 23-yard line. Now they go to the full flex mode. Coombs goes in motion. They hand the ball to Coombs. Coombs lowers his head, lets it right up in the middle, and they push him back, but not until he gets down to about the 21-yard line.
I thought that looked like it was kind of designed to go a little wider than that. He cut up right into the line right away. I think Kirk's got to trust that I can outrun people to the corner and around that corner.
So they gave him about 3 on the play. Let's call it 2nd and a long 7. We've got 9 minutes left to go here in the third period. Panthers with their first possession here. Again, they lead it by a score of 47-14. Now they go back to the wishbone. Everybody in tight. Again, Side sets him down. They pitch the ball to Kurt. Kurt goes inside. Now he cuts to the outside. Now it's a foot race. It's just like you called it. Kurt Coombs goes in for the touchdown. As it's going to be a 21-yard run as he's headed to the outside and scores easily. So with 8:41 to go in the third, a 21-yard run by Kurt Coombs for the touchdown, and now the Panthers lead it 53-14. Honeycutt in to try the extra point. Again, the same combination. Thompson will snap it, Juniman will put it down, and Honeycutt will try to put it through. He puts it up, and it is good.
At least the guys underneath the goalposts are calling it. Last week we had to wait till the white hat, who was all the way out at half midfield, was making that call.
Well, you called that one correctly, as you called Kurt just running to the outside, taking that block and cutting it outside. He did exactly that and just had plenty of speed to outrun the TMP defensive backs to the corner for the touchdown. And then now reads the Panthers 54, the Monarchs 14, and this is kind of what we expected. I expect to see the first-team defense out there for maybe one more series, and we'll see where they go from there.
I would say you sub some guys in, but I don't know if you take the whole defense out. I know we have the game in control, but we've got to have football playing time.
Yep, you're right. You're into districts and then playoffs, so hopefully.
And we know the next 2 weeks are going to be some tough games down to the wire, maybe, with the way those two teams are playing.
So Honeycutt has it teed up at the 40. It'll be interesting. Again, the game next week, the Blue Jays from Norton travel here to Panther Stadium to take on the Panthers, which will be a very big district game for the Panthers. The kick comes down, it's going to be caught about the 10, 15-20. Looks for a little break, breaks the outside. Panthers now giving up a big yards again as the Panthers Monarchs get it all the way out to about the 43, 44-yard line.
Yeah, that's just surprising me. All of a sudden, the last two kicks, the Panthers have given up nothing in early this season up till now.
Yeah, they've been pinning them down about the 20, 25-yard line, and this time they turn it all the way out to about the 40, let's call it the 44, first and 10 for the Monarchs. So we'll have to see. It looks like the starting defense is still in there for the Panthers. Now Ty Sides is in there. So they are substituting a few, looks like, in. Thompson moves to the side. Quarterback rolls pocket, wants to throw the ball back, and it's overthrown. Incomplete. Case Keys was holding in on the running back. He didn't even have a clue where the ball was, but he was going to level the running back if he caught the ball. Incomplete.
He was not going to get caught on that backside screen again. I was told at halftime, a couple of those calls on their sideline was pretty heavily called by the coaches over there.
So it's called 2nd and 10. Now, quarterback again wants to throw it, throws the ball out and flat, and it's going to be incomplete as Thompson closes quickly on the receiver. Might have influenced the ball a little bit on that one as he put a knee right in the receiver's back.
He kind of skinned him.
And it brings up 3rd and 10 for the Monarchs.
Man, the Monarchs are trying to do a hurry up. They're not getting anywhere with it.
So the Panthers trying to force here. 3rd down and 10 for the Monarchs. Quarterback goes back. Again, they run the crossing run. Now he's looking deep.
Go deep.
He's got Thompson's down there, and Thompson turns around, and the catch is made.
Thompson misguesses the pass on that one, and I was just going to say, how come the Monarchs have not thrown it deep? That's been the one weak spot. Panthers have been there, both deep passes. They miss.
Yeah, boy, the Panthers now, the Monarchs have it all the way down to the 18-yard line on the big pass play. As now the Panther defense is going to have to dig in again. Now they pitch the ball back to the running back. He cuts back, and he had one guy to beat, and I believe that getting up on the floor, that's Tedford.
Big save by Tedford.
Pulled him down by the jersey. He got 4 yards, but he would have gotten a lot more if he would have got out of Tedford's hand. Now, Monarchs go to the hurry up. To the one side, to the far side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Takes the ball, wants to throw it, throws it to the corner, and it's going to be tipped away by
Ty Sides. Ty Sides times it and tips it.
So it'll bring up 3rd, and let's call it 6 or 7 for the Monarchs. Panthers trying to dig in here. They do not want to give up another score. As again, now they have 2 to wide out to both sides, but they're in tight. Panthers show blitz. They're coming after the quarterback. He's under some pressure, throws it in the flat. It's going to be skipped to him, incomplete.
Moon wanted to call it, say he caught it off the guy's back.
So it'll be 4th down for the Monarchs.
Now, do the Monarchs try to kick a field goal here? It wouldn't help them any. They might as well go for it.
They're lining up to go for it. They're going to send look like 3 to the far side, and they're ready to go. They send trips to the far side. Got to watch the back, leaking out of the backfield. 1 to the near side. Quarterback rolls pocket, throws it up, and it's down and caught. As the Panthers...
Boy, that was a timing. He does a lot of timing patterns to where he throws it before that guy turns and catches. And that gives them a 1st and goal.
But the slant, I don't understand why the Panthers don't have somebody inside on them when they set trips to cut that off. But 1st and goal to go. Now the quarterback makes it, and watches running himself, and he's caught.
He tries to dive in, and that was a mistake.
He gets it down to about the 2, though.
He was Ty Sides and someone else.
So second and goal to go. Panthers.
Showing a little weakness on the deep pass, actually.
Yeah, that's not good for future references. Now they send everybody 2 to each side. Quarterback goes back. He wants to throw it. He's just going to throw it up, and it's a timing, and it's incomplete off the tall receiver's hands. Brings up third down.
They just lobbed it, hoping he could out-jump him, and I didn't see anybody go up with him, though.
No, he just didn't bring the ball in. So the Panthers send the defense in. And now he got one wide way out to the far side. 2 guys bunched in tight to the quarterback. And quarterback goes back, wants to throw it, throws it over the middle, touchdown.
I don't know whether that was a tight end coming out of the...
So TMP gets the score, and the Panthers give up another touchdown with 6:48 to go here in the third. And let's call it about a 2-yard pass from number 12 to number 11. And the extra point now being lined up. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's blocked. So the kick is no good, so the Panthers block a kick and return the favor to the Monarchs.
I think Jordan Ford gets the block on that.
But our score now reads the Panthers 54, the Monarchs 20. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Hi, welcome to Next Tech. How may I help you?
Yes. My parents are seeking to sign up for internet and TV service.
$85.
It is important we have C-SPAN, Fox News, National Geographic, maybe Nickelodeon and Disney.
So $85.
20 megabytes of internet.
How about 30 meg? $85.
We want it for a year.
$85.
What about 2 years?
$85. And free installation.
Get 150 TV channels and 30 meg of internet. $85. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium as TMP has scored their 3rd touchdown against this Panther defense. The Panthers still lead it comfortably by a score of 54-20.
And both 2 of the touchdowns, other than the kick return, were deep passes. And Panthers were there. They just missed
time to the ball.
So now, onside kick or squib kick?
I think you just kick it off. I don't know. And we want to update. Norton leads Russell by a score of 18-7. And also Logan Soliday and Angel Fonensteel won their match, so they are live and move on to play tomorrow in the Tennis State Championships. Now the kick comes down, and it's a short kicker going in and heads towards the out of bounds, and will go out of bounds. So there's a penalty on TMP. Haven't seen that too much tonight. So they'll bring the ball in, and the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at the 35, or they may make him kick it again. The Panthers are going to make him kick it again.
Back him up and kick it again.
This time I would admit, well, if you onside kick it, it'd be a surprise.
Yeah. Well, and even last time the onside kick came to this side, which we have a running back over here, I think he just caught it and lost the ball, and someone else jumped on it. And
so now they move the ball back only 5 yards to the 35, and they'll tee it up again and try another kick.
I always thought you ought to move one of your guys up, one guy deep, and that way you have that covered.
Yeah. I always thought if you kick out of bounds, it should be a bigger penalty than 5 yards.
Oh, I agree. You
know, but now TMP has it kicked up, and now they kick it down deep. Ball comes down, and Gower goes back to get it. Now he looks for the wall. He's following his blockers. He's got the blockers. Oh! One guy. Sharon Ellis had him blocked, but he ducked underneath him and tripped up Gower. And now Gower's a little slow getting up. Oh, he maybe just straightened up his sock.
Well, the Panthers had a wall out in front, like you said.
Boy.
The one guy we didn't worry about.
I thought Ellis had him blocked, but he ducked underneath Sharon's block, and it will be spotted at the 37-yard line. So you make him re-kick it, and you gain 2 yards. I don't know.
But you hold that block or get that block, that was probably a touchdown.
So the Panthers break the huddle. They stay. Now they go to the flex mode. They have one receiver, Thompson, to the near side. That's Juneman. Now they pick the pass off. They hand it back to Gower. Gower just chugging along. He's up for 9, almost 10 yards. As straight ahead power by Gower. So let's call it 2nd and 9. We've got 6:23 to go here in the third quarter. It's still just the third quarter.
You know, the Panthers running again, TMP throwing the ball. Stops the clock every time.
So now, they send one wide out to the near side. They go back to the flex mode. Panthers take the ball. They fake it off to Gower, and now Trey Sides keeps it, dives ahead, and he gets a gain of about 5 on the play. Picks up the first down.
Trey Sides keeping the ball a little more tonight and running the ball. He hadn't been doing that all season.
And now we have a TMP player and a Panther player kind of talking. The referee kind of told them to go back to their huddles, and we will continue playing here with 5:54 to go. Panthers have it first down at the Monarch 49-yard line. They send Thompson to the far side. Gross to the far side. Now they pitch the ball to Kurt Coombs. He goes outside. Now he runs a long ways for just a couple yards, and the TMP player slow to get up as Kurt lowered the shoulder and gets 2 yards.
You know, we saw last year, which would completely throw a team off, that same play, and have Kirk pull up and throw it, because he was our backup quarterback there sophomore year.
Yep, when Trey Sides was just a freshman, Kurt was the backup.
Trivia question, first play of that season. Kirk Coombs throws about a 45-yard pass.
Now the Panthers go back to the wishbone. They take the ball, hand it off to Gross. Gross looks for a cut, cuts inside, dives ahead, spun around, and still pushing forward.
They should get a little bit more yardage.
They don't blow the whistle, so he keeps the legs moving, and he gains about 6. He's going to bring up 3rd, and let's call it 3 for the Panthers.
J.C. Kellerman brings the play in.
This is where sometimes I think the Panthers may get, hopefully they don't get too fancy and try some pass deep or something. Just pick the first down up.
Right.
Spring it, the pass play maybe on first down. Now they go back to the wishbone. Again, they fake the ball, and Sides is going to throw. Pumps twice, throws it over to Thompson. Thompson has it, now makes a move, tips on the guy, bounces out of bounds, and gets inside right around the 20. So a good pass, a safe pass, down and out.
Short.
Right. So the Panthers do exactly what I hope they didn't do, but they are successful at doing it.
And then Thompson did not go out of bounds. He ends up stiff-arming one guy and jumping another to move the ball down the field.
So the Panthers have it first and 10 at the Monarch 21-yard line. 4:18 left to go here in the third period. Now, they go back to the flex mode. Coombs goes in motion. Straight side fakes it. Now he's got one guy chasing him. Now he's going to pull up, throws the ball down, and his guy falls down! And Juneman catches it for a touchdown. That is a break for the Panthers. That's going to be a 21-yard pass.
Juneman covered until the last second, and the Monarch falls down. Thompson along the backside, somebody else along the back. Trey Sides has to turn and throw it. Juneman standing there wide open, and the Monarch just hits the ground.
And that Sides just barely got that off because he had to stop and throw against his body. And now the extra point kick is up and good.
I almost think he didn't see Juneman over there at first because Thompson going along the back had his hand up, but by the time he pivoted and turned, Juneman wide open.
So with 4:09 left to go in the third period, it's the Panthers 61, the Monarchs 20. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Farming and ranching isn't just your livelihood, it's your life. No one knows that better than Farm Bureau. As the #1 farm insurer in our territory, they deliver smarter insurance for agriculture. They offer comprehensive coverage that protects your livestock in the open, including freezing or smothering due to blizzards or snowstorms. They make it simple to get customized coverage in one policy with one deductible when you need it the most. Contact Farm Bureau AgWise Certified Agent Shane Kenter in Phillipsburg today. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Welcome back, everyone, to Panther Stadium here on a chilly night. As it's getting a little chilly, the crowd's got coats on, blankets I seen coming in. Panthers lead it big by the score of 61-20 over TMP. Now the kick coming down. It's a low script kick, and again it looks like it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds about the 3-yard line.
So
I think the Panthers, what they're trying to do is kick it to a corner to pin him in. Bring it out to the 35.
The Panthers give good field position to the Monarchs once again at their own 35-yard line.
And if I'm a Monarch, I'll tell you right now, I'd be throwing it deep. That's the only passes that are working.
They've got a quarter and 4-minute 4:09 left to go here in the third quarter and a full fourth quarter. You know, we say the Panthers are up big. They are a 41-point lead, but there's lots of time in this football game left.
And the Monarchs have scored 28 points. In the rest of the season, only 6 points have been scored against the varsity.
So the Panthers trying to dig in here on defense. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Guys go out. They throw the ball in the flat, and Thompson jumps it. Oh, he had the ball.
And does not get the interception. Going to kick himself. He read it all the way.
Boy, Thompson had it, and a touchdown on Dubuque.
How many of those have we had and dismissed on that? He read it, jumped the pass. Now he's got to be careful that they don't pump and go.
Now we have second down and 10. As again, the Panthers now. Quarterback goes back, looks the other way, throws the ball out, and Kirk Coons is right there, but the ball is complete for a gain of about 5. They gave him a nice spot. They gave it to him where he caught the ball, not where he was leveled. But
last time Coons just kind of grabbed him, shoved him out. This time he hit him.
So let's call it 3rd and 6 for the Monarchs. Clock is running as the Monarchs get the play in from the side. We got 3:35 to go. They send 3 to the near side. A couple bunched in right by the quarterback. Now they split out. Quarterback goes down the middle, and he's got his man right down the middle. And Sharon Ellis was right there, but he got behind him, and it goes all the way down to the Panthers' 35-yard line.
I thought they were going to throw this way because they had the one guy split way out here. I'm surprised we have Sharon Ellis and Ty Sides out there.
So now the Panthers, 1st and 10, the Monarchs at their own 35. Now they pitch the ball, and quarterback makes a nice move, trying to get to the outside, and the Panthers defense comes up quickly, but
there'll be a penalty. That's got to be on the Monarchs.
Out in the middle of the field, you would think it would be.
They had him in the backfield, and he made one sidestep, and he was on the move.
Now they're discussing it. They're coming over. This is not going to be...
It'll be on the Panthers.
They have a clip on the Panthers?
And again, the penalties are helping them get down the field and get into scoring position. Well, how far is he walking, Jay?
I don't know. It's a spot foul, so it's going to be all the way down to the Panther 12-yard line, 12, 13-yard line. And boy, oh boy. Here we go. 3:03 to go, and the Monarchs are knocking on the door again. This is not going to look good across the state, as now everybody's going to think, come in here and throw the ball, you beat the Panthers.
Panthers have dropped about 3 of them that should be touchdowns.
Monarchs go back to throw, he throws the ball deep, and now we should have passes.
And he catches it over.
So the Monarchs get a third.
Sharon Ellis.
I thought it could have been called offensive pass interference, a lot of shoving back and forth, but with 2:56 to go here in the third,
Jay, who do we have subbed in for? Because I think Trey Sides isn't out there, and who else? Because it's Sharon and Ellis and Ty Sides for 2 of our varsity.
The extra point coming up here, and they're going for 2 now. And the ball is snapped. Quarterback throws it, and nobody's there as there's pressure out there. And so the 2-point conversion is no good. And the Panthers now lead it by the score of 61-26. We're back after this timeout. Panthers football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Locally owned and operated. That's the Biggs Agency and D&K Insurance at 466 State Street in Phillipsburg. See them for all your auto, home, business, farm, and crop insurance needs. See Darren McDowell at D&K Insurance, Brett Biggs, or Kim Campbell at the Biggs Agency, located at 466 State Street in Phillipsburg. Locally owned and operated, supporting the youth of the area in all their academic and athletic endeavors.
Welcome back, everyone, back here at Panther Stadium as the Monarchs have scored again, as the Panthers still lead this one by the score of 61-26. But Stuart, this is kind of very, the coaching staff is going to be very upset with the amount of points the Panther defense is giving up.
And that was just a jump ball in the end zone on that one, and they'd stopped it earlier. And again, like you said, the other one was just a deep pass down the middle. But we're not playing some of our starters. Now, John Gower not in. Tyside's on the kickoff.
Tysides and Trey Thompson back to receive the kick, and you got to be a little leery of the onside kick. You have Gross up there. You got Kellerman up there. Some of the other guys up there. You got, looks like Austin Miller. No, that's not Austin. Ford in there. So some hands up close to where the ball could come. As now the Monarchs have it teed up. He approaches the football, and he tries to pooch it, and it's fair caught by the up back. That's Pachelbel catching a single for a fair catch, and the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So again, they tried a short little pooch kick. Pachelbel did the smart thing.
And we have some substitutions for the Panthers on the offensive side.
I tell you what, I know it's 61-26, and most people across the state will say, well, they subbed, but this is the most that's been scored on the Panthers.
So the Panthers send Juneman to the one side, Thompson to the face side. You have sides, and it looks like maybe Gross and Coombs still there, but you have fullback is, I believe, Ragsdale. Now the ball handed off to Gross, and Gross runs ahead for about 13, 14 yards, gets the first down, but you have a lot of other people in there. We're going to try to pick up some numbers here. I think you have some of the other offensive line in there.
Thompson coming out.
Pachelbel brings the play in. And maybe that's the still starting offensive line.
Yeah, it appears.
Again, Panthers go back to the wishbone. Side sets them down. Monarchs showing blitz. They take the ball, hand it off to Kurt Coombs. Kurt follows his blocker, cuts back inside, makes one guy miss, dives ahead, spins forward. He gets about 7 yards on the play, and it's picked up a nice gain on first down. I would think the Panthers would start using some of this clock. I mean, you still want to start to score, but I don't think you're going to see the Panthers hike the ball much before that back referee starts his count, because you just don't want to give the ball back.
Coombs comes out. Sharon Ellis in. Thompson out.
Juneman to the near side. Kellerman to the far side. And they stay in the flex mode. It looks like you have Ragsdale, Gross, and Sharon Ellis. Now they get the ball to Gross. Gross pops outside. Makes one guy miss. And he's going to be off to the races once again. I don't see any flags down. So it's a touchdown for Gross from 42 yards out.
Nice run by Gross. He broke a tackle. A guy dove at his legs. He skipped out of that.
So a 42-yard run by Gross now makes it 67-26. Panthers on top.
Gross has got to have at least 100 yards rushing.
Yeah,
he's having a good night.
He's having a big night. Honeycutt will try the extra point.
Panthers were blocked last time.
Again, snap back, ball placed down. Kick is up and good. So the Panthers now lead it by the score of 68-26. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Farming and ranching isn't just your livelihood, it's your life. No one knows that better than Farm Bureau. As the #1 farm insurer in our territory, they deliver smarter insurance for agriculture. They offer comprehensive coverage that protects your livestock in the open, including freezing or smothering due to blizzards or snowstorms. They make it simple to get customized coverage in one policy with one deductible when you need it the most. Contact Farm Bureau AgWise Certified Agent Shane Kenter in Phillipsburg today. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Welcome back, everyone. Back here at Panther Stadium again. The Panthers score, and now it's just everybody scores when they want to, basically. It's 68-26. Panthers lead it, and Honeycutt has it teed up. He kicks it off, he kicks it down, and it's going to bounce at about the 15. Now picked up about the 10, looks for some running room. Panthers stop him, and now he breaks out of the huddle, but he's thrown out of bounds. And about...
You're going to throw a flag. Going to be a personal or something on that. 2 flags.
It can't be. He didn't even throw him to the ground. He was out of bounds.
I didn't see who hit him, but they're going to get another penalty to move him down the field.
Okay, that's got a flag. Let's see. Talking, there's 2 flags on the play.
Yeah, one behind and one in front, but I think it's the same thing. Panthers need to tighten up their defense out there a little bit.
Now the officials are discussing it.
And then you've got Sharon and Ty. Rose coming in. Linker's in. J.C. Kellerman. So I think a lot of our starting defensive backs are not in. I understand 68-26.
Oh, they call personal foul on both teams, so that should just wipe it out. So they'll just mark the ball to 30, and we should be 1st and 10 from that spot.
We've got quite a few subs in right now. You've got to just stay smart and stay with your guy. That's all it takes.
So the Monarchs will have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 30. We still have 1:31 to go in the 3rd quarter, folks, as it's a long ball game. As they said, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now the Panthers showing blitz. Now they drop back into coverage. Now the quarterback doesn't get it, and they throw the ball down sideline, and he makes the catch.
Trouble is the Panthers are so worried about that deep pass that they let him roll around in the backfield for a long time.
Pass is complete up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs.
Panthers need an interception here.
So 1st and 10, Monarchs on the move. Quarterback gets back. Wants to throw it out in the flat and throws the ball, and it's going to be, another one dropped by the Panthers.
Another dropped interception.
Linker had it in his hands and dropped the football. So it brings up 2nd and 10. Panthers can't keep giving the Monarchs chances. You get the ball, a chance to intercept, you got to take it.
And then score.
And put it away, yeah.
54 seconds left, 68-26. Panthers on top.
Now they said 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback goes back, throws the ball quickly, and low and complete for a 1st down.
And there's no way of defending that one. That guy's going down onto his belly and catching that as the ball's coming.
Well, the way to defend that is you intercept the ball when you have the chance to.
Yeah, you don't give them that 4 or 5 more passes.
Yeah, you give them another play to live. 1st down, ball's at the 46 down. They hand the ball off to the running back, and he's piled up, and you're not going to run against the Panthers as they blow the whistle. And
Austin Miller on that one. And J.C. Kellerman.
So it's on 2nd and 10.
Josh Linker comes out. Nathan Moon in.
So 2nd and 10 for the Monarchs. Now I think the Monarchs...
That is 4th quarter.
4th quarter, okay. Well, we finally reached the 4th quarter. The Panthers lead it by the score of 68-26. 26, we're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Hi, welcome to Next Tech. How may I help you?
Yes. My parents are seeking to sign up for internet and TV service.
$85.
It is important we have C-SPAN, Fox News, National Geographic, maybe Nickelodeon and Disney.
Still $85.
20 megabytes of internet.
How about 30 meg? $85.
We want it for a year.
$85.
What about 2 years?
$85. And free installation.
Get 150 TV channels and 30 meg of internet. $85. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium. The Panthers in control of this game going into the fourth quarter. They lead it by the score of 68-26. But as we were off the air, me and Stuart were talking, it's just that the Panthers, they're not playing bad at all, folks. It's just they've missed some opportunities, and against good teams, you're going to have to come up with those plays.
Right. You get an interception with nobody between you and the goal line. You got to go for a touchdown and not drop it.
So here we go, fourth quarter. Ball is at the Panther 46-yard line. Quarterback goes back. Monarchs run through it. He's going deep. Throws the ball down deep, and it's incomplete. And no flag. And I'm glad they didn't call that because the TMP guy just ran into the Panther guy.
All right, Nathan Moon's just running down there, and when the TMP ran into him, he falls down.
Yeah. Again, kind of like that holding or block on the punter. He just kind of threw his arms up and fell down. He kind of enacting there, trying to get a call.
Nate Tetford comes out, and Shelton comes in, middle of the line.
So second down, no, it's third down actually. Quarterback goes back. Panthers trying to block him up, and now he's under some pressure, and he throws the ball down deep, and it's going to be intercepted finally. As the Panthers get the ball, as Moon, I believe.
High side.
High sides, okay. They're both smaller guys, but high side gets the interception for the Panthers.
And now when they finally got to where the quarterback had to run outside the sidelines there, and he just chucked it up.
He had two guys down there. There was two Panthers, but Ty Sides used his body and got in between the receiver and the ball and was able to come down with the pick.
Now, Traylon Gross out of the game. I didn't see who took his spot in the backfield.
Sharon Ellis. Along with, looks like Ragsdale, looks like
J.C. Kellerman.
Is that Ty Sides? Ty Sides running the football team, and they hand it to Ellis, and he's corralled up, and I don't know, this part of the football field, I don't know if I'd put...
When you're going to have the ball on the 12-yard line, second.
Let's call it about 14, a 4-yard loss on the play. And I would imagine if you're the Monarchs, you're going to say they're not going to let Ty Sides throw the ball. So
although he can.
He can, but I don't think the Panthers...
I'm not sure they can hold him out. I'm looking at the middle of the line being about 100 pounds heavier than our linemen.
But now they hand the ball off to the second back through. And no, Ty Sides keeps it on the end. And he gets over the 15 to about the 17. So he's back close to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be third and about 10 for the Panthers. And that may be our safest play, just not even hand it off and have the quarterback try to follow on a sweep.
He is quick enough.
Now they send Ford to the near side, Juneman to the far side, and they go into the flex mode. Ragsdale is behind, Ty Sides. They take the ball. Then he wants to throw it. He's going to throw the ball down it. And Ellis just can't quite catch up with it as Ty Sides let it out there just a little too far.
Nice pass, though. You said that he didn't think they would. But now, 4th and 10. You got to put the starting guys to kick it in, don't you?
I would think so, unless you let Ty Sides stop back and punt it. As it is 4th down.
Trying to see if the defensive guys have got their helmets on.
They've got now they go back in punt formation. And Ty Sides will put it up. High snap. Throws his timing off a little bit. He barely gets it out of there. As the ball takes a nice Panther bounce and goes out about the 30-yard line.
Really nice kick.
From about the 18, that's going to be 22 and 20, about a 42-yard punt. And the Panthers get the nice roll on the punt.
Panthers out onto the field. Panthers need a stop here.
all the starting varsity players begging to stay in there.
And they're leaving a few.
Tedford was saying, come on, I want to go back in there.
Trey Sides must be done for the night, would be my guess. He wasn't in on offense. He hasn't been on the last 2 series on defense.
We have Kurt Coombs sitting on the bench. I don't think he's hurt, but they're looking at his elbow. And
that might be that bloody elbow, though.
So now, quarterback goes back to throw. He throws the ball quickly. It's caught and offended by Thompson as he takes his legs out, but he gets about 7-8 yards on the pass completion. So the Monarchs up quickly there in their hurry-up offense as we've got 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And the Monarchs trying to get more points on the board. Now the quarterback goes back. He has 3 on the far side. Throws his bullet out here. It's juggled, and now the Panthers get it up there. He gets the first down barely as he tried to make a move. He's got the ball up to about the 41. It is enough for a first down for the Monarchs.
Jordan Ford able to grab him and just kind of throw him down.
So now the Panthers trying to dig in. Quarterback takes the ball, hands it off, and he's right there.
Austin Miller has him before he even has the ball.
And that's 5'6", looking up at about 6'5", and
yeah.
Running back not very tall.
And he was in the backfield in a heartbeat.
They call a loss of 3, so let's call it 2nd and 13 for the Monarchs. Clock continues to run. We're headed towards 9:20 to go here in the 4th and final period. Again, the Monarchs stay with the same formation most of the night, 2 to each side. Quarterback takes back, drops back. He's under a little bit of pressure, wants to roll it. Now he throws the ball down deep, and it's pushed off and caught behind the Panthers. And again, all the way down to the 8-yard line.
Again, and a flag. I thought there was a flag. Maybe there wasn't. Is there a flag right by the ref's feet?
I don't see it.
Right there.
I think he marked the ball.
Okay. And again, Sharon got out, timed his jump wrong.
I think he's just got a cramp. The Monarch player is down. But the Panthers giving up.
And the big pass.
Yards.
All they have to do is run deep and chuck it in the air.
So,
I was hoping second half would be running clock.
Yeah. Didn't get out far enough. What was it at halftime? 47-14. That's only 33 points. Got to be hit by 45. As I would think you'd have to come out.
Yeah, I think if you have to bring a coach out to look at him.
Oh, we have a personal foul on TMP.
So there was a flag on that.
Yeah, you're right. He picked it up. Boy, that thing dove into the grass.
That's the first big penalty on them.
And I think it was on the guy that caught the ball. He must have said something, or
I'd say if the coach has to come on the field for an injury, he should have to come out of the game.
Yeah, now
they're getting him.
Sending him out. As I don't know, yeah. He was trying to say, he probably doesn't want to go to the sideline if he just got a personal foul called on him.
Especially when he had to play down to that yardage.
So the ball is backed out to about the 22-yard line, but first and 10 for the Monarchs. Clock starts up again. Quarterback goes back. He's under a lot of pressure. Now he just throws the ball. That's got to be.
And they throw it again. Intentional grounding. And there's one down here. 2 different penalties.
Yeah, 2 flags on this one. They'll probably wipe it out. I don't know what the Panthers would have done down there that they were called for holding.
Don't pick up the flag.
Let's pick it up and toss it.
Are they picking that one up?
I don't know. Let's see.
Is that a spot foul?
I think it is.
Oh, no kidding. Because he's on the 40-yard line.
We have intentional grounding on TMP. And loss it down.
And that's a spot foul. So not only do you drop 20 yards and then throw it
5 yards
from the spot, but 25-yard loss. They were on the, what was the initial yardage?
The 8-yard line, first down, and now they're second from the Panther 46-yard line. And you know they're going to chuck it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have everybody back.
And come forward on it.
Yes, I would have the defense back. Because, you know, now they're going to try to throw a screen. He's caught it. He's got blockers out in front of him. And the Panthers missed the tackle. Oh, my gosh. The Panthers do a terrible job tackling him. Oh, boy. Touchdown.
And you had a chance to be a hero. Got Traylon Gross down.
Yeah, because he didn't wrap and tackle. Tried to just knock him down. And so it's going to be a 46-yard pass play.
And again, the running back just holds the block and then runs out for a screen.
And it's now 32-68. And the extra point coming. Snap is back. Kick is up.
And if anything, the Monarchs have to be positive because they've scored 33 points on a team that's allowed 6.
Yeah, so the Panthers now really, they're still comfortably in head, and they've got this game in head, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see what Coach Covington has to say in his post-game interview after this one. We've still got 8:38 to go. TMP has a chance, if the Panthers don't do anything offensively, to get a couple more scores possibly.
The Panthers need to put their starting defense back in. Their defensive backs, those were not the starting defensive backs. Go in and get a stop and make it decisive.
So the Panthers will get the ball back on the kickoff.
And they tried the little stiff kick, so who knows what they're going to do.
Again, we got 8:38 left to go in the fourth quarter.
And it's almost more dangerous to let the Monarchs, be 2nd and 38 than it is to have them 2nd and 3.
So the Panthers back out on the field. Monarchs discussing what they're going to do when they come back out.
Maybe they're still thinking 68 to 33. Put in some of your JV guys. Traylon Gross late coming out on the field.
6 and 5. Yep, easy as all there.
He kind of come off a little shaken, I thought, over there.
So TMP has the ball teed up. We'll see what the Monarchs do with the kickoff here. Can we remind everybody, Lady Panthers over at Waukene in the MCL tournament tomorrow. First match probably about around 10 o'clock. They will be taking on the Stockton Tigers.
6 on this side of the field.
Yep,
now he shifts. Panthers shift back.
So he gets the signal. And he approaches the ball and pooches it up. And it's going to be caught by Thompson.
Now around the house.
Thompson trying to get a block. Gets up, cuts inside. He's got some guys out there. Makes one guy miss. Stiff arm. Stays in bounds. Bounces around. Still on his feet. And still all the way down to about the 30.
2 penalty flags on the far side. Great return by Thompson. Great blocking by the line.
They're going to call personal foul on both teams again. These officials, oh, wow.
The good news is they're pointing at both teams.
They are pointing at both teams. Well, let's see what they're going to decide here. Personal foul on the Panthers. I think they kicked somebody out. They kicked out 2 players.
Number 4 on their team. And I don't see who on our team.
Now, do they have to leave the field? And who is it on? It looks like it's on Ford. They're all around Ford. And so
I think the Panthers need to put their starting offense back in. They're sticking with the backups.
Yeah, I don't know. Now, question is, are both those players eligible for next week's game?
I think they are. Well, no, Ford's.
No, Ford's on the side.
No, I meant number 4 over there. Oh, he's just going down there to stand. Like I said, I thought he was walking off the field.
Well, oh yeah, that's funny cut there. Okay. So the Panthers have the ball at the Monarchs 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
I didn't see what was going on, neither did you, because we were watching such a good blocking and running down the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just probably just good, clean football. Now, Panthers have it. They stay in the flex mode. Ty Sides is the quarterback. Man comes in motion. They hand the ball off to him. He breaks in there. He's hit hard. Still fighting. Gets it up inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
Nathan Moon with the carry.
And Moon runs the ball ahead. Gets about 6 on the play. That's called second and a long 4.
There are one player's leaving the field, Jay. Maybe it's an injury and not that. Because nobody from our team had to do it.
I don't know, maybe they should be doing it. Now the ball handed off to Sharon Ellis. So he gets outside. He's got the corner. He cuts back inside. Now he's going down the sideline and he's caught. But he's down inside. Let's see where they spot him.
Nice outside run by Sharon Ellis.
Is that number 4?
I couldn't see. I think so. But maybe he was hurt too. Who knows?
So the Panthers have it down at about the, let's call it a 5-yard line, looks like. 1st and goal to go. Panthers have got 7:41 left to go here in the quarter. Oh no! And the Panthers fumble the football and TMP comes up with it. Oh my gosh.
The guy that got in there and knocked the football out picked it up and ran it about 15 yards.
So the Panthers, instead of getting a touchdown, give the ball up, and it's all the way out to the Monarchs. Looks like about the 26-yard line, and they will have it 1st and 10 from that spot.
You know, the Panthers are scoring, but it's ugly football. Sides comes back off the field, Trey Sides, after he goes on the field. Panthers need to stop it right here, 33-68.
The Monarchs have the ball back.
You know they're going to throw it deep.
Sure they are. 7.5 minutes to go. They have an opportunity to get some more points. Now, quarterback moves the running back around. He has 2 to each side. Takes off. Wants to throw deep. Got a man streaking out and pushing there. That's got to be offensive pass interference. The ball's intercepted by Thompson. Thompson looking for some wall. Now he cuts outside, trying to get to the corner. Makes one guy move, cuts back inside, reverses his field, goes back the other side, and it's going to be,
and a cheap shot at the end, and Thompson's down.
They got flags everywhere on this one. Oh, wow.
So we have the penalty, initial one way back there.
Let's see, it should be a horse collar. It looked like Trey got caught by the horse.
But then when the guy goes down and the other guy come in and just jumped on top of him, that was a bad one. The question is, what's the one down there? Is that offensive interference or defensive? The offensive guy was shoving all the way down.
All the way down. And now Ford is leaving. They're making him
they are
off.
making him leave. Okay, so both players did have to leave.
So,
going over to the other team first. They're going to eject somebody else.
Oh, wow, I've never seen this many flags in a football game for a long time, and so many big penalties.
Thompson zigzagged all over the field again.
Made a nice return. He caught the ball at about the 30, and he returned it to the Monarchs. It's set at the 42-yard line, so a nice return of about 28 yards, and zigzagged and cut back. We've got 7:13 to go here in this ball game.
They're still trying to discuss how are we going to call this thing? How does it happen?
Well, if it's offensive pass interference, the interception should stand.
Right.
And then the penalty, depending on these two, could offset each other. If it's against, I think the first one here is against the Panthers. That one. What? Personal foul on them.
So,
oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. That guy was parachuting him all the way down. So how are they going to call this one?
well, Monarchs will get the ball back, so the interception by Thompson is null and void. All the running was null and void.
Wow.
And now they're just walking back to where it all started.
Well, is that how it's going to be?
And then march it off from first. They're going to give him the pass interference from...
But there's 2 penalties against the Monarchs.
They're going to walk it backwards from the...
Oh, boy, this is...
They get the ball back, but then the penalties after that. Just a 10-yard penalty ends up being. And after all that, they get the ball back and they lose 10 yards.
Okay, pass interference on holding on. The personal foul is on them.
But yet that guy coming in cheap shot and at the end is a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, and then he get ejected. Panthers better get up there.
Wake up, boys. They're going to start throwing the ball.
No kidding.
Well, the ref's talking to him right here.
Oh.
That's what's going on. He's trying to explain all the different stuff that's going on.
Okay, I didn't see the official.
I didn't either. I thought they were huddled.
Right now, the Panthers' defense should be ticked.
And watch the deep play.
Yeah. We still got 7:13 to go here. Monarchs get the ball. It's first and about 25. And they have the ball at about their own 12-yard line. So after all that, they pass the ball up, trying to get to the outside. He's running back, and he's going to be bounced out. And surely they call nothing on that one as the Panthers just corral him and throw him down.
J.C. Kellerman in on that one, chased him all the way across the field. Smart thing is our D-backs kind of stayed deep because you never know if that guy's going to pull up and throw it.
It's actually a loss, looks like, of about 4 yards. That's called second and about 29 now. Again, quarterback is in the shotgun. He got 3 to the far
side.
Wants
to throw it deep down this side.
He's going there, and the ball is out of bounds. So, tie sides is in good position that time. Third down now, and hopefully you can get the Panthers get a stop here and force a punt. I wouldn't imagine TMP would go for it if they have a big 4th and, say, 20 or 4th and 15.
Especially when you're on the, 7-yard line or somewhere? Yep. Is that about...
So, third down, big down for the Panther defense. They got the guys backing way off. And now,
wants to throw it
deep. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be intercepted. Nope, knocked down. Thompson goes up, knocks it down, and moves right there also. So now it's going to be 4th and 29.
Panthers will be tired, like you said. 7 guys in and out.
We got 6:24 left to go. Again, the Panthers on top, 68-33.
Should be in pretty good field position. This is where you tell your front guys, block somebody. Do we have enough guys out there today? He's in the end zone.
Low kick. Thompson's going to let it bounce. And Trey Sides picks that, cuts to the corner. He's got the wall over there. Goes by him, cuts back in.
And a
flag comes down.
I tell you what was neat on that. Thompson lines up to return it. Sides catches it on the run.
Oh, my God.
And they do not give him a touchdown.
Nope. And a penalty on the play. So,
ball's going to be brought all the way back.
Block in the back. against the Panthers. How many penalties have the Panthers had?
You're going to have to get a off-the-record question to Covington on that on the officiating.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Thompson coming off, Juneman coming in.
So the Panthers will have the ball, but not in the position that they thought they did. It'll be placed down at the 29-yard line.
So again, the penalty itself wasn't big, but it cost them about 20 yards, if not more.
Ellis goes in motion. They fake the pitch. Ty Sides wants to throw the ball. He throws it over the head of Kellerman out here in the flat. So 2nd and 10. And I don't know if it's a good idea for the Panthers to be throwing it.
Let's get the clock running.
I was going to say, you stop the clock. You want the clock to run and get out of this game and get over and fix some defensive issues.
Pitch the ball to Sharon Ellis on a sweep.
So 2nd and 10. Clock is at 6:03. Now the Panthers are in the flex mode. Dan goes in motion. They fake the ball, hand the ball out to the first back through, and he doesn't get a whole lot. As they pile him up, he gets down to about the 27-yard line. Let's see where they spot it.
Didn't see who had it.
I think Ragsdale had it.
Ragsdale up the middle.
Yeah, they give him 1. It's called 3rd and 9 for the Panthers.
If you get it to be 4th and something, do you kick one from here?
If you can get about 5 to 6 more yards, you might, I think. Again, Ty Side sets his team down. They're in the wishbone. They come at him. They run the pitch. Cuts in. Hurls over the guy. Still diving. Pushes up and gets the ball close to the 20.
Nothing good happens when you jump.
No.
And especially if you're the smallest running back out there.
But it's going to be 4th and 1. And let's see what the Panthers are going to do.
They're bringing in the kicker.
Yep. So Honeycutt will get a chance to try the field goal. The ball is down at about the 21, so it'd be about a 38-yard field goal.
He's right where he should be. He's lined up perfect for the...
So now, Thompson snaps it, ball snapped back, kick is up, and it is good!
Nice long kick.
So with 4:44 to go, a 38-yard field goal is good, and the Panthers now lead it by the score of 71-33 over TMP. So
there's going to be some, I mean, he's got to have some big passing yards in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have big passing touchdown. Well, yeah, he does. He has got a, I need to write down how many yards. Yeah, 13 yards. Pass play, yeah, that was a short one, but in the other one, he had some long screen pass that went for a touchdown. That was a 46-yarder there.
Yeah.
And previously, let's see, he had they had the 90-yard kickoff. He had a 2-yard pass play. That was a slant. Now they really don't have a lot of touchdowns.
Right,
they have a 1-yard run, kickoff, 2-yard pass. They do have the 46-yard screen pass for the longest, but he's got other passes that didn't score touchdowns.
And we got to see if we can't kick it into a corner and let him return it and pin him in there.
So the Panthers, Honeycutt will have it teed up here for.
Coombs hasn't gotten up off the bench since he went to sit down. I haven't seen. Again, I'm trying to spot a few of those guys down there. I don't see Gower either. I'm sure he's patrolling the sidelines.
Right straight ahead of Coombs there to this side, 35 right there.
Oh, okay.
He's looks like Honeycutt has it teed up, kicks it down. He's trying to
there's
throw
a
the
good
corner, and it bounces and bounces.
The guy's on the 2.
And it's picked up. Now he makes one move, trying to get back to the outside. The Panthers finally get him down at about the 12-yard line, 13 at the most.
That ball hit the ground and stopped on the 2-yard line.
Nice kick by Honeycutt as he spun it back, and kind of a golf shot there as it just hit and died, and the ball will be placed at about the 12-yard line. So we still have 4:36 to go. We got a third of a quarter yet to go here.
71-33, Panthers up. A game that really has been taking too long.
Yeah, it has. There's been a lot of penalties, a lot of passes, a lot of referees talking.
I didn't even write down those penalties where there were 3 or 4 and they negated each other. I didn't know how to write them down, so Linker back out.
TMP back. They send 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Again, quarterback rolls the pocket out, throws the ball out in the flat. It's caught and immediately bounced out of bounds. As I don't know what happened. I think he fumbled the ball. Panthers have it. Panthers signaled they have the football. I think Trey stripped the ball and got the ball.
Stripped the ball and fumble recovery.
So, that's one way to get the Monarchs. They
catch it, you run up there and take it from him.
So, Panthers have it first down at the 18 of the TMP Monarchs. Now let's just run.
Right.
I don't care if you kick a field goal.
Just get the clock running and let it run. There hasn't been any timeouts yet, thank goodness.
Panthers in the wishbone. High sides, pitches it to Ellis. Ellis looks for some running room, cuts it back inside. Still on his feet. Now he's dropped.
Crowd wanting a late hit.
There's a flag down there. Kellerman and one of the back guys got into it.
Our guys are backing up.
Oh, they're going to wave it off. How about that?
Guess it's just a football game.
Yeah.
But did they run him out of bounds because the clock stopped?
I don't think so. Clock should be running. Now he starts it up. He gained about 3, so it's second and let's call it 7 for the Panthers. They stay in the wishbone. Tie side, they're sending everybody blitz. Moon cuts inside, makes one guy miss. Now they're just going to stand him up. He gets to about the 12. 10, 11 yard line. Gain of a couple more. It's going to bring up a third, and let's call it a long 4 for the Panthers. Clock should continue to run. We're at 3:40 to go here. Now the ball played, brought in, I believe, by number 9 for the Panthers. That's Seville. Panthers stay in the wishbone. Take the ball, head it off to the second back through. That's Moon. Moon tries to break one tackle, now tries to push forward. He's piled up and thrown back, and
one of their big linemen running out of the bounds, holding his arm. He's injured.
So,
Panthers are going to kick. I always love Honeycutt's all the way down the other end of the field. He's got to run the furthest to get out there.
So 4th and 2. Panthers lining up for a field goal. Clock is running. Thompson will snap it. Ginneman will put the ball down. Snap it back. Kick is up. And it's good. So they put it from the, let's call it about a 27-yard field goal. With 2:24 to go. 2:44. The kick is good. And so now the Panthers lead it by a score 74-33.
Now, if you really push it, can we put 100 up?
No. Don't want to.
We could have if we'd have taken some of them interceptions back.
Oh, yeah, because we'd have I'd say at least 3 touchdowns we left on the, and that'd be, 95.
Well, my son had one, Ty side, Trey side. A couple of the big returns got negated.
Laker had one, he dropped.
My son's going to be upset because he didn't get his interception. After all that and getting hit hard and cheap-shotted.
Yeah, actually, Trey had a couple he could have had. But Panthers got some things to work on defensively now. They've
and it's a deep pass.
It's been exposed, and unfortunately, it's been exposed with Norton headed our way. And
Panthers subbing a lot of guys in. Jackson Horn in.
Cheeseman in. Kellerman in. Sharon Ellis is in. 14.
Austin Midlock.
And Honeycutt trying to get it down to the corner. Kicks it high and deep, and it's going to go into the end zone this time. So it will be brought back out to the 20-yard line, and the Monarchs will have it with 2:44 to go, and I don't imagine they'll run 3 running plays.
I don't think so either.
You got Gross, Thompson, Blanker, Moon, Tysides in there, so the defensive backs are still pretty solid in there. Gross will be a linebacker. They'll drop immediately, probably.
They kind of quit dropping the ends out because they've been trying to get that quarterback to have to run.
You still got Pock in there and Kellerman, a defensive end.
Right.
Got Austin, Miller, Noah Van Kooten, I believe, is still in there.
Nate Tedford.
So it's still a pretty good defense here for the Panthers. Now man comes in motion. Now they have several guys in motion. Setting up, quarterback sets him down. Takes the ball, wants to throw. Under some pressure.
Oh, Miller misses him.
Gets him out, throws the ball low, and they say it's complete.
Oh, there are more in the grass catches that I've seen.
Yeah.
Miller misses. He was in the backfield, and the quarterback was able to sidestep him, or he'd have had him at the goal line almost.
Gain of just about 5, so it's called 2nd and 5. Clock continues to run. We're at 2:15 to go. Quarterback has the ball, throws it, and it's intercepted. This one should be returned.
J.C. Kellerman.
J.C. Kellerman with the interception return. So it's 2:10 to go. That was intercepted at about the 30.
And it was the defensive end dropping into the flat.
25-yard interception return for number 5, J.C. Kellerman. Gets it, and it's now 80-33. Panthers on top, and Honeycutt will try an extra point.
Now you start worrying about, do you leave your guys in and get anybody hurt?
Now the extra point is good. So with the score, the Panthers 81, the Monarchs 33. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
Farming and ranching isn't just your livelihood, it's your life. No one knows that better than Farm Bureau. As the #1 farm insurer in our territory, they deliver smarter insurance for agriculture. They offer comprehensive coverage that protects your livestock in the open, including freezing or smothering due to blizzards or snowstorms. They make it simple to get customized coverage in one policy with one deductible when you need it the most. Contact Farm Bureau AgWise Certified Agent Shane Kinter in Phillipsburg today. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Panther Stadium as the Panthers have scored on an interception return by J.C. Kellerman, and Honeycutt has it teed up, kicks it down, coming down, and it's going to be returned. Caught at the 5, at the 10, looks for some blocks, goes to the outside, and he's got some running room, and now he's tripped up on the far side by Case Keenum, 51, the tackle there, tripped him up. So the TMP will start 1st and 10 from about their own 20, looks like 8-yard line.
I would think he wouldn't throw it in the flat much anymore.
Clock is running because of 45 points. Whew! Thank God. I don't know if TMP notices that, but the clock has ran out about 15 seconds while they were running out onto the field. Tedford comes out.
Thompson comes out. Juneman in at D-back.
Now, TMP sends 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side.
Just nothing deep.
Wants to chuck it. He wants to throw it. He's under a little bit of pressure. Guy's out of the pocket. And he's going to... Oh, guy got behind him, and now they get him. Tice Judy, along with Kellerman, drop him. And that's going to be a sack. And that's one of the first times, I think, all year he has been sacked.
Tice Jerby comes out. Noah Van Kooten comes out. Nice job by Tice Jerby and J.C. Kellerman.
Clock continues to run. We're headed towards 50 seconds to go. Panthers should just drop back deep. Don't give up a cheap touchdown here. As quarterback sends 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Again, the Panthers try to get some pressure on him. He throws the ball over the middle. It's caught. Tackled immediately, and
I think Juneman in on that tackle, or Moon.
Ball is up there at 25 seconds to go. TMP up to the line quickly. Gets ready to hike it at 20. Now they go down. He wants to throw a hitch pass. Gets it and gets out of bounds. But that should not stop the clock, should it?
Shouldn't stop the clock, no. The only thing that stops the clock would be a timeout.
Clock should be running, yeah. Now they fumble the ball around. Clock continues to run. 6 seconds.
Shouldn't get a play off.
That'll be one last play, and you know he's going to chuck it deep. As he throws the ball down deep, and the pass is going to be knocked down. Intercepted. And then dropped.
Oh.
Intercepted and dropped, and that's going to be the final. Finally, this game is over as the officials head to the locker room. They're trying to get out of here quickly as the Panthers win it by the final of 81-33. Let's send it back to the station. When we come back, we'll get a wrap up of stats. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Panther Football here on KKN and the World Wide Web.
The offices of Mapes and Miller CPAs, with offices in Phillipsburg and in Stockton, supporting youth in all their endeavors. This is 1490 KK.